humans of the internet. Welcome to the Gallant Horde. Today we are playing a Gate in the Jungle. Gate in the Jungle. There's no A. With these 6 lovely people. It's Rob's birthday, so this is a birthday game. Happy birthday,
Happy
Rob.
birthday, Rob.
He's wearing his
Birthday,
birthday
Rob.
crown. It's also Adam's first game, so welcome.
Yeah.
We're very excited to see what you are bringing to this mayhem that we do every week, and sometimes more than once a week these days. Bonkers. Before we get into all of the game stuff, though, we're going to go through our usual list of stuff. Our shiny thing today is a periapt of proof against poison. Say that 5 times fast, I dare you. It is our in-game item. If you are new to the Horde, we give away an item every game that magically appears in a Horde member's house. So the periapt will show up in someone's house. If you're a Horde member and you win the giveaway, it will show up in your house. If you are not a Horde member and you win the giveaway, you can gift it to any Horde member of your choice. But also, join the Horde. It's a lot of fun. It's crazy and will eat your life in a good way. Ask Kit. It has eaten her life.
It's true. Yep.
Each month we do a subscription goal of 50 new or renewed subscribers, and once we hit that goal, we set up a Birds of a Feather game. Birds of a Feather is where we have a party of 6 characters who are all the same class. We have 3 of them scheduled coming up: the Warlocks on August 14th, Druids on September 11th, and Wizards on September 25th. If you would like to see another Birds of a Feather game, I think we've only got 4 classes we haven't done yet. Hit the subscribe button. I think we're only... Oh, never mind. Thanks for that. We've hit that goal now.
Happy to help.
Play.
Amazing. Cool. That's awesome. Our next goal, I believe, is 75, and that is to create and drive an NPC in one of our Horde games. So one person gets to do that. If we hit 75, we will do a little marble racing to see who gets to do that. That is how we got Amnon, the apothecary, and it is also how we got Eric with a K, the bard, who hangs out in the realm. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's super cool. We are also still doing donations for Mike's charity campaign. He is raising money for Extra Life, which is a children's, or in conjunction with Children's Miracle Network.
I think it's network, yeah.
I think that's what it's called. They do a lot of awesome work with kids who are sick and their families. His goal is $1,000. We are at 550. So if you hit the donate button below my face on Twitch, somewhere down there, that will take you to Mike's Extra Life campaign page. We would love to get him to that $1,000 goal. Do it for the children. It's awesome. He's doing amazing work. Tomorrow we have a second game. This is a double game weekend. It will be DM'd by our amazing Laura, who likes to try to kill people. She's much better at it than I am. It is Den of Trolls. It is a Team Australia game, which means it starts an hour later because they're on Australia time, not New Zealand time. Laura will be DMing that, and the tech is run by Dave, who plays Tess. They do an awesome job. So make sure to tune in and watch a bunch of people deal with some trolls. We will also next week be doing the Frosty Doom, which is an Ice Dragon game, and before that game we will be releasing the level 15 interview for Miz. So if you'd like to get some tea on Miz, you want to make sure that you catch that level 15 interview going live on YouTube just before the Frosty Doom game. Whew. I think that's everything from me today. That was a lot. It gets longer and longer every week, I swear to God. Okay. So while I roll some potions of resistance for today, I'm going to get you all to introduce yourselves, starting with Kit.
Hello, I'm Kit, and I'm going to be playing Briney. She's a water Genasi paladin.
Hello, I'm Tiffany. I'm playing Fianna, the human Gloomstalker ranger, with her familiar Umbra.
We love Umbra. Rob!
I'm Rob. I'm playing Seriświń, the Dragonborn monk.
And Adam, your first game!
Yeah, I'm Adam. I am playing Brumnur Ironfist, the Way of the Mercy Monk, or just Mercy. There's no the.
Oh, have mercy. Amazing. We're excited to see what you do. Corey!
Hello everyone. I'm playing Marky, the Warforged Artificer, with a new friend, a little mechanical mosquito called Whisper.
I'm a bit in love with Whisper. They're awesome. Alex!
I am Alex, and I'm playing Andie, who is an Eladrin rogue bard.
Excellent.
I forgot to
All
mention I
right.
have Blue, my little white pony with
Yeah.
extreme side eye.
We have a lot of pets
It's
today.
just his face, Cat.
It's just hashtag just his face.
Well, your potion of resistance today is psychic resistance. So if the chat gives you a potion of resistance, you will have resistance to psychic damage. However,
Okay.
you must take your potion. If you do not tell me you have taken your potion, it will not be effective. So make sure that you go, I'm taking my potion now, Jax. So that I know.
Mhm.
All right. I think that's all our things for the pre-game stuff. So I guess we will jump into the game. Is there anything anyone would like to do before you enter the throne room today?
Briney's just going to remind everybody that if they want to get into the fight a little quicker, if they stand next to her at the beginning, and that's mechanically a +3 to your in it.
Ooh.
Marky is going to ask you all for permission to warp you all, if the need is met.
what?
they've
To
got a helm
do
of-
what exactly?
Yeah.
Teleport, warp. They have a helm of
Oh.
teleportation.
That's
What did you think I said?
I heard warp, but I didn't know what it
There's
meant.
a different
Like,
meaning for that.
on
Yeah.
the head.
No, like warp. Because they have vortex warp and they also have
Oh.
teleportation. So it's like
I-
teleporting and
Yes.
warping.
You
I had
have-
visions of Marky turning everyone into like carnival mirrors, you know?
Yeah. Happy stretching us or something.
Yeah, he's gonna put you on his hook and just start like stretching you all out.
Okay.
Science.
Science. So your horde members have buffed you in all the many usual ways and provided some sort of muffin, I think.
Mara
Spicy
has
muffin.
given you all
Something.
treats.
Mara has given you treats as well. I
Yes.
believe Edith made lightning eel soup.
Oh, God.
What do the
Fianna,
muffins do?
What was
the
that?
muffins
Sorry?
are just muffins.
The
They're just
muffins don't
tasty
do
muffins.
anything.
Oh, I love
They're
that.
just
Okay, great.
tasty. Yeah.
Oh, Fianna's gonna use her boon of the brewery to give her poison resistance for an hour.
Crap.
And then she's become a
Um.
little paranoid after Hayden's last mission, so she pulls like a half mask, so all you can see are her eyes. So she can't be like recognized by anybody that they run into.
Cool. Fair enough. All right. Well, anything else? Or are we ready to enter the throne room?
Andie
Brumnur
has
is
her
nervous.
hair in crown braids so that her curly hair is not going to go frizzy with all the humidity.
That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair. You are going
Yes.
to a rainforest, basically.
Yeah,
All right.
Brumnur's going to remain quiet and just watch everything that's going on. But he doesn't have to pee anymore, so that's all that really matters.
Excellent. Okay. So, you enter the throne room. The lady is wearing a dress that looks like it is made of like banana leaves. You know, those like really large, very green leaves. But somehow she makes it look super elegant. Like it's this beautiful gown, but it still has that effect of like banana leaves overlapping each other all over. And she says, good morning, adventurers. Delighted to see you all today. We are sending you to the Malahaya Jungle. We have heard reports that there is an item called a cubic gate there, which it would be very useful to us if you could retrieve it, please. Did you have any questions before I send you on your way?
Is there somebody that we need to contact once we get there? Somebody who knows about this, or we just?
I am
Good to
not
know.
familiar with any people in the jungles,
Okay.
unfortunately.
What does
we've
it
just
look
heard
like?
it looks like a cube. She holds out her hand, and you see in her hand like a cube. It has like runes on it, and it has what literally looks like big red buttons on each of the faces.
We were
And like
advised not
runes
to.
around them.
We were told not to touch these big red buttons.
That would be ill-advised. If this thing does what it is rumored to do, touching one of those red buttons will take you to one of the other planes. And without studying the gate, you will not know which one until you get there. So, probably not a good idea to be pressing the red buttons without more information.
If
Someone
worse
said
comes to
big red
worse
button
and
with
someone
Greymark potion.
does press it, can we say the word and be brought back here? Will it still work?
I certainly hope so.
Is there a word we should say to bring us back here? That's
Oh
some
yes, this is your
information.
first mission, isn't it, dear? The word is my name, Bellatrix. Good idea not to say it prematurely. We have had that happen, and everyone was bamfed back here before the mission was complete.
You
So try
wouldn't
not to do that.
believe who it was that did that.
It's great.
I'm intrigued.
Survive and we may tell you.
Yes. Just be the teleportation the
Fianna.
lady provides. It's a little bit of a stomach tugging thing for you organic beings. So
I've
just
heard ginger helps. This might be why Eden has made delicious spicy ginger muffins.
Brumnur grabs a second muffin.
It's just like the one that you felt when you got here to the realm. It's that same kind
Very
of
similar.
Brumnur
Yes.
grabs a third muffin.
Well, if that is all. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly where to put you in the jungle because I don't know where the gate is, except for somewhere in the jungle. So I'm just going to pop you down and hope for the best, if that's all right.
But
Sure,
before
will be
we
fine.
go, has anyone asked about any of the creatures? Do you know anything about any of the creatures we might see or face?
Well, it is something of a rainforest, I understand. But it has quite heavy magic. So you can probably expect a lot of interesting beasties of various kinds. I would say stay on your toes and try not to get eaten.
sounds just like home.
Yes, it probably is quite similar to your home, Marky.
chainmail is going to be fun.
Zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex is very much a thing in Cholts. So you might use that hammer today, Briney.
I don't know if there are any dinosaurs exactly, but they could be. No one entirely knows what is there. It's not been very well studied.
Would you
So-
like us to map make or take notes?
Oh, if you are so inclined, it certainly wouldn't do any harm. I'm sure that that information could be useful. If you come across anything that you do not recognize or have not encountered before, and you have some time to make notes and sketches of biological nature, I'm sure there are those who would be extremely interested in such things.
He just pulls out their notebook and pencil. They're gonna be note taking this entire time.
Marky is
Rudy.
now a botanist and zoologist.
Yeah. Should see them in the arena.
learning all the things.
Try not to die.
Oh, I don't
Always a
die.
goal.
All right then. Are you ready?
Never and always.
Yes, my lady.
With a full mouth, there's a roar.
Tap the hands, and you are all tugged. Obviously, your first sort of sensation is the familiar to some of you teleportation, like going over a hill really fast in a car. Your stomach gets left behind, and then you find yourselves in the middle of a jungle. It is lush. It is wet. It is hot as fuck. Humid, like you're immediately drenched in the humidity of this place. It is uncomfortable. About 10 seconds after you arrive, you become aware of the fact that there are a lot of bugs, all of whom view you as a delicious treat, except maybe Marky. They probably don't bite Marky.
I'm not
Hey, bud.
sweating.
No, and you're not
Because
sweating.
it worked on the last mission, Andy's going to use prestidigitation to make people smell like citronella.
Fianna does the same.
He's like,
It's brilliant.
certainly seems to help. It doesn't entirely stop them. These are very what's the word I
Determined.
want? Determined will do, yes. Bugs,
yeah.
but it does ease it a little bit. It's uncomfortable.
Any
those
bit
of you,
helps.
Those of you who are not from tropical climates are deeply uncomfortable in this place.
Feels like home.
It
Yes.
does.
Marky and Andie are probably okay, but the rest
Yeah.
of you.
Briney's from an island. It's just the chainmail that's making it not as fun.
Oh yeah, Briney's from
Rumblecusp.
Rumblecusp. So actually, it's probably not. It's probably quite familiar to you. It's just you're not
Yeah.
dressed for it.
Yes, yes.
Brumnur's
want
from
the
a high
snow.
altitude. Yep. That is
Yeah.
what he is used to, but thankfully he's wearing very loose-fitting clothing.
All right. What do you want to do?
What do we see around us?
What do we
You see
see around us?
a lot of trees, a lot of vines. You can hear birds. This place is very alive and very lush. Everything is green. There's clearly a lot of rain here.
Is there any kind of path?
Yeah. Is there any kind of like trail, whether it's clear cut or just?
Not immediately,
The-
apparently, anyway,
Okay.
unless you want to go looking for such a thing.
The lady mentioned that this forest is very magical.
Mhm.
Actually, let me see. Did I prepare it as a spell? I did. As a ritual, can I start detecting magic to see just how magical this place is?
Sure.
If it's actively magical?
Sure. Are you all going to just sit around for 10 minutes while Marky does this?
I will
We'll start a
probably send
watch.
Whisper off to start circling up above the tree
Okay.
line as well.
Yeah, up is
Does
what we
anybody
need.
have any kind of locate object stuff? Oh,
Yeah,
Fianna.
I was getting there. I was trying to get there without interrupting. So Fianna had Garen cast one casting of locate object into her ring of spell storing.
Oh, cool.
It lasts only for 10 minutes, and it only detects it within 1,000 feet. So we want to kind of like maybe get a
Save
better idea
it
before we
for-
use it, because it's not like if it was an hour, it'd be one thing, but it's only 10 minutes.
Right.
All right. Whisper, can you make a perception check for Whisper, please?
Yes, I can. Let me just get. Oh, it's a +4. Okay. Whisper is very much out of my range. So if I flop this, if this is my flop error, it's gonna flop hard. That's a 15. Total.
Whisper sort of flies up above the tree line, I assume, and does a bit of a
Yeah.
thing.
Buzz around.
There are a lot of trees in every direction. There is something that looks a little bit like a clearing, kind of to the northwest of you. There appears to be some sort of river, kind of a bit further in that general direction, but a bit further on, winding its way through the forest. But difficult to get a sense of much else apart from just like a general lay of the land. This thing is big. Like they can't see the edge of this jungle.
And is it all just relatively like flat jungle, or are there like
Pretty much. It kind of, there are like rolling hills, but no like gigantic mountains.
Yeah. What's the weather like? Like just above the tree line? Is it clear? Is it rainy?
It's kind of that sunny with some clouds, you know? So like it's sunny, but every now and then the clouds go across. It's not helping the humidity though. It's fucking humid. You get the sense that that doesn't change here.
Yeah. Any like avian or otherwise flying fauna around in the distance, or
Nothing with that check. Nothing obviously problematic.
Cool.
Yes, birds. There are birds. There are lots of birds. That are your pretty standard tropical birds.
Yep.
But no like dragons or, you know, giant rocks or anything like that you can see.
Can I send Umbra in the opposite direction that he sent Whisper?
Whisper went up.
was just up.
Or just move it up? Okay.
So I'm just gonna start
Direction.
digging.
Is Umbra burrowing?
I'd like to look for any tracks to see if there's any large creatures or anything like that walk through here.
Make a survival check for me.
And while Marky is ritually casting Detect Magic, Andie will ritually cast Speak with Animals, just in case it becomes relevant.
Cool.
First roll,
wow.
big one.
Oh, get it out of
one.
the way. That's what we do.
Total of 8, but that
No.
doesn't matter.
You're not used to tracking things in jungles, and you have no idea what tracks look like, I guess, if they're not in snow. I don't know.
You do have Twitch inspiration, which means you can re-roll anything. And
Does
chat,
have-
I
chat
didn't
is
see it on
very
there.
generous.
I don't
Well,
see
yeah.
it.
He doesn't have it
Oh,
yet.
no, that's it. He's got. I'm looking on my phone on that
Okay.
yellow thing. Looks like a.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Never mind.
Not yet.
Yeah, I love
Fianna.
Fianna will actually cast Speak with Plants.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So we
And
have animals,
see-
plants, and
Yeah, she will.
magic.
While Marky does that, she will speak to the plants around her and see
Okay.
if, kind of like she knows that plants aren't the most conversational sometimes, but she would try to ask if they'd seen a strange cube or if there was any strange, like something that like it's a strange place, but if there was something stranger than the normal strange happening,
Okay.
something like that.
So you find a convenient tree? What are you
Tree,
talking to?
bush.
Cool.
She's
Here's
never
a
really
tree.
been in the jungle, so a vine,
There are
a
many
tree.
trees. All right.
She's used to forest trees, so
You get a tree, and it goes, "Hey, you can talk, tree." I always imagine trees talk really slowly. I don't
Trees
know.
are stoned.
That's weird. Most of you two-legged quick things, you don't talk tree.
so this is new.
Me
Have
too. It's new for me too.
Have you has there been anything out of the ordinary for this place happening?
Yes, absolutely. About 10 minutes ago, 6 complete strangers just teleported in from nowhere. It was weird.
And now they're talking to me.
Some of them have animals. There's like some kind of flying thing it smells freaking weird, man. It doesn't smell like normal flying things.
Anything
said
before
edibles.
that? Like longer than 10 minutes ago? Before we got here?
Well, I've been here a while, and I've seen some shit.
Okay.
There was a whole building at one point. It got real big, and then it fell down.
How long ago was that?
Maybe like 300 summers.
Oof. Okay. What was the weird thing that happened right before we arrived?
Well, there was a bit of a fracas. There was some kind of creature, and it jumped on another creature, and then it pulled all its insides out, nommed on them for a bit.
Okay. And before that event?
There are a lot of things that happen here. I'm confused by what you're looking for.
Okay, that's fair.
You're not
How-
interested in the big buildings or the strange insects or
The big building, kind of. It's a little older that I'm looking for, maybe. Have you heard, I'm going to say heard anything about a cube-like object, a box?
What's a cube?
A strange object appearing?
Just appearing out of nowhere?
Yes, actually.
No, not apart from you. All
That's
of
fair.
you. You're a strange object that appeared out of nowhere.
True.
Guilty.
Yeah. Do you know what magic is?
Magic? Uh-huh. Well, the ground is pretty magic. Do you know that that I can just wiggle my roots into it and then lots of incredible things come seeping out of the ground into my roots? That's
Okay.
magic. Sometimes it rains, that's pretty magic.
Has
The
there been?
sunshine, that's pretty magic.
Are there any trees that you know of that have started acting strange recently? Like not
Trees
their
don't act
normal trees.
strange. People act strange. Trees don't act strange. Some of the
Did
trees here like to walk around like people, but you know, they've always done that. I myself prefer to stay put. Makes me feel rooted to my spot.
Fianna, are you passing this
Also-
along to us as this happens?
I don't.
Just
She
curious.
would if she can like split the common and the talking to plants.
Yeah, I see no reason why you can't do that.
Okay. She would also be asking you guys for suggestions on how to handle this. Have there been any other people before us?
Yeah, people built the buildings that fell down.
Closer to the
Is there
time
something that smells like the flying things? Because it might be a metallic box.
of right before us. Just ask about the
Nah.
smell of the flying things.
No, I've never smelled anything like that before. It smells a bit like your big friend over there.
Mhm.
What's wrong,
I-
man?
Ask it if there's any parts of the forest that are dangerous or we shouldn't go.
I'll repeat that question.
Oh, I mean,
Say the whole place.
nah. There are some things that like to eat leaves. We don't like those, like caterpillars and things, you know? They're pretty dangerous, but they tend to come to us. I'm not sure what you would consider dangerous. Things with teeth. We have a lot of things with teeth, but they leave us alone for the most part.
How about
Hey.
trees or parts of the forest acting, instead of strangely, out of character? Like, strangely for a tree.
Like not stoned.
I mean, I don't really understand people, to be honest.
Are there
Any
people
trees?
close by?
Yeah, is there anything in the clearing to the northeast specifically?
That's where the buildings were that
Mhm,
went
yeah.
up and then fell down.
Do
And there's
people
no
live
people.
there?
There were
Are there
people,
people?
but they haven't been back for a long time. I think they might all have
300 summers.
mulched.
Okay, so many new terms.
Wow. This might be something very old that's in the ruins that were made by the people that were here before.
Oh, they could be squatters.
If it's not metallic, the people are gone, right?
The people are gone. The building
Okay.
is fallen, so it's definitely
Ruins.
ruins.
And the thing we're
And-
looking for, there's nothing that smells metallic, so maybe it's
It might smell different.
right, like stone or wood or some other material.
And it's a place to start when we don't have
Yeah.
a place.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the only
make an
feature we've got.
intelligence
Let's
check
check
for
it
me,
out.
please.
Wait, guidance. Wait,
Oh,
let me do a
please, thank
Kelly
you.
thing.
Depending
That
on what you
gives me-
roll.
A +4, right?
Yeah,
A
D4, yeah.
A D4.
A D4.
yeah, D4.
Before Jax tells you whether or not you succeed, tell me the roll, and I might give you a flash of genius.
Let me add my die. 19.
You know what? Fuck it. Make that a 25. We want to know everything.
This tree explicitly told you that it doesn't move, which means that the things it knows about are local to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does the tree not speak to the other trees? Surely the gossip vine is quite extensive.
But it's probably things like, hey, I found a really good patch of like minerals in the soil, and yo, those terrible caterpillars are really something this year, aren't they? I don't think they pay much attention to like the goings on of bipedals.
I'm gonna make a bipedal insect. I'm gonna make it that concerned.
Oh, we got some information, and some information is better than what we had.
All information is good, I've heard.
Very much.
I love being. I love speak with plants because I just love the fact that plants would not think like people.
No.
It makes me happy. You don't die, you mulch.
Two-legged quick things is cool too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think it only. How long does it last? It's probably over.
Like 10 minutes. Oh,
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
about right.
die.
Just enough time
Yes,
for my magic
just
to
enough
pop
time
off.
for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to the clearer.
Yes,
May
as
as
my
well.
detect magic is now up.
Okay. Your detect magic, there's like a very faint sort of almost nature magic about this place. Like it's natural, but it's natural turned up to 11, if that makes sense. Like kind of druidic-y sort of vibe.
We might get some druids in the forest. There's a lot of nature magic here.
Make a nature check for me.
We're not the only ones who use nature magic.
Oh well,
No,
it's
no.
like a very. That's 22. I have +6 on my int. That's 22.
It doesn't feel imposed on it. It feels like it's something inherent to this place. Like
Like walking
it's-
into a plane of nature magic.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like it has all the like natural stuff, but it's just escalated slightly.
This place is very, very, very natural.
Right.
Oh.
Like extra natural in some weird
Yeah,
way.
it's almost supernatural.
Supernatural.
As we travel, Sherrit will take point and step his way.
Okay. If
See.
you're being
Yeah.
sneaky, can I get some sneaky checks, please?
Oh,
Sure.
I would
yeah.
love to be
Let's
sneaky.
do that.
While they go,
Um,
Fianna will also drink her potion.
Who's the
Okay.
most shit at stealth? Because I
Hi,
will give you
Paladin.
inspiration.
Paladin.
I would say
Clang, clang,
probably the
clang.
Paladin.
I'll give you Bardic Inspiration. So with Andie's Bardic Inspiration, if you're using it on a skill check, you get to roll the Bardic Inspiration die twice and choose which roll to use.
Ooh, is
So
that a
it's the
D6?
D6. Yeah.
Awesome.
Are we rolling for our familiars and such as well? Or is that
Oh,
something
yeah.
we do?
Yep, blue's not
Okay.
so
Sherrit got a 12, so he's being about as sneaky as a elephant.
Fianna got
Right,
31.
virtual rolling one time.
Okay.
31. Jesus.
31.
So,
Which is a natural 20 plus 11.
let's see.
I think that Umbra and Whisper don't need to be sneaky right now because they're probably on your person, but Blue probably
Yes.
needs to roll.
17.
That's a 30 for
19
Andie.
for Briney with all the buffs.
Yeah, 25
bad,
for
you
And,
Marky.
oh,
You still did better than the monk. I'm just gonna.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
18 for Blue. So,
Not this monk. I got a 26.
Nice. Cool.
Rolled a 2.
Marky got a 25, and specifically for Marky in particular, creatures have disadvantage hearing and seeing Marky as they are very elven up with their feet and cloak. Marky blends into the nature.
Cool. So you move through this forest with relative ease. It's not there's no obvious pathways, or tracks even. It's very overgrown and very full of plants and things, but you manage to move towards the direction of this clearing that has been pointed out to you. And you get to the edge of it, and this is what you see. All. Hang on. There we go. So, it is clearly some sort of ruin of some kind, but it has been ruined for many, many years. Probably 200 to 300 years, in fact. In the time of trees, the buildings went up and went down, but this is clearly something that has been
Yeah,
broken for a while.
these summers probably last a long time, huh?
I don't think the summer ever ends.
And he said
So
3
300 summers.
summers.
He
Yeah.
said
That's some kind of-
300.
300
Oh.
summers.
Is that some kind of pool in the
Yep.
center of that larger
Sure
space?
is.
Okay.
Yes.
With
It
things
seems to
growing
be
out
a
of
pool. It was probably some kind of
Like
pond or
fountain or
maybe bathhouse. Really hard to tell because it's also broken down. But yes, it has been kind of reclaimed. The water is kind of scummy, but there are definitely things growing in it.
Are there
How long
giant
is
spiky
the-
vines?
I didn't hear either of those questions.
Sorry, are there giant spiky vines like in the picture?
Yep, there sure are. Giant spiky vines, like in the picture.
And how long was the walk, the trek to?
Roll me a d6.
D6? That's 6.
It was an hour.
Right. I'm so sorry, guys. My good rolling is screwing us.
The tree said that people built the structure, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so it didn't just appear.
No. The implication was in some sort of weird tree way. To the tree, the buildings just went up and fell down again because time moves differently for trees. But yes, they were built and then went to ruin.
Okay, so this, as far as we know right now, this is not a something where it shouldn't be.
Briney would
No.
like to do divine sense and see if there's any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, and she will
Okie doke.
walk around. Got a lot of them. Might as well use them.
60 feet will cover the first main portion.
Yeah,
if
but
they're
it
doing the
lasts-
map.
Nothing like that, no.
Until the end of your
Mm.
next turn, so for 6 seconds. So
So take a stroll, but yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
no. Where are you
nothing.
walking?
Okay. Should we get in the middle here? So
Make a perception check for me, Briney.
okay. Perception. Oh, I have advantage on perception because I have this awesome helmet. That's terrible. 14. Rid of a nat 1 anyway.
No, there's nothing celestial, undead, fiendy
Or fiend.
in this
Okay.
spot.
Okay.
I'm sort of really concerned about this phony thing in the pool.
Hmm.
I mean, the map
Oh.
makes it look like it's crawling out.
How deep does that water in the pool look?
It is scummy on top of it. It's like covered in algae and stuff, so it's you can't tell without.
How deep for each step?
Yeah, how?
Oh, they're like normal step size.
Okay.
What's that?
Um,
What's that in American? Like a foot?
Yeah.
How deep are the baths in the bathhouse in the row?
And a face? Okay, that's about 6 inches. Your face. Happen to have a
You
ruler
measure in
handy.
feet. Why can't you measure in faces? Freaking arbitrary measurements, weird Americans.
It's
Anyway,
probably at
yes.
least a few feet. Then.
Yes, we are.
Yes, unfortunately, we are.
it's like 25 centimeters. There we go. That's a rational measurement
Oh, I got
system.
centimeters
About
on my
10
other
inches.
side. Let me see. Okay.
It's about 10 inches.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, what was the question? I've lost my train of thought. How deep are the
how
baths?
deep- Yeah.
You mean
in the
like Barla
bathhouse.
Spa?
Yeah, in the spa. It's roughly similar here, right? Like, can sort of
It would
assume
be-
that it's sort of like a bathhouse bath.
Marla's Spa would be deep enough that the biggest member of the Horde could go underwater if they wanted to.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Probably
deeper
Marky
than
will say
7 feet.
probably best we don't step in hitting that murky
So
water.
it's pretty deep, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going in there.
But she would have built it, she would have purpose built it for the Horde. Like she's
Yeah,
Yeah, Marky doesn't know that.
and there's been a centaur in there recently. It's pretty big.
And for all you know, it
Um,
changes depending on who's there. Like Marla has
Yeah.
some weird magic. You don't know what she can do.
Try-
We'll come over here, see if they can see
And is-
anything.
Purify
Gonna do a
water?
loop and
Briney, Andie, and Sheriswin. Can I get a... Oh, no. Never mind. I'm just going to do this. Briney,
Aha. Yes.
that's a natural 1. Blue. Much better. Would
Yeah,
a
he's easy to
13
hit.
would a 13 hit blue?
Yeah, his AC's 10.
Cool. We'll get to that in a second. Who else is in that range? Oh, Fianna, you moved into it. Let's do you
Yeah,
too.
I did because I was gonna try purify food and water on the pool.
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Andie. Not rolling very well. It makes me sad. Does a 17 hit Andie?
Yeah, 17 hits.
And Sherrit. I doubt that's going to hit you. A 9?
No.
So Blue and Andie.
Mm-hmm.
You see some vines coming out. And they attack everyone in that range. Like
Mm-hmm.
10, 15 feet? 15 feet around the pool. Vines
Coming
come
from
out
the
and
pool.
start trying to like grab you and tug you in. Briney, Fianna, Sherrit, you manage to dodge like out of their way, and they can't get a grip on you. The other two, they grab hold of your ankles.
Mm-hmm.
So each of you are gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the vine smacks you. Is Blue gone?
No, he has 11 hit points.
And I need you to make a strength save to avoid being
He's
grappled
strong.
by
You're
that.
my little pony. Okay. Let's see. It's 2. Come on, baby. Now I need to do a blue die for this one.
Make characters with fucking noodle arms all the time. It's a 16 though.
13.
16 is enough. 13 is not enough. And he is now restrained, grappled and restrained by this vine, which starts pulling him towards the pond.
Aha. As soon as she can, Briney would like to hit the thing with her hammer.
I guess we should probably roll some initiative at this point.
Yeah. If you're
Fianna
with
sends
nobody's
Umbra away.
close to Briney, are they? So me and Blue get
I'm pretty close.
10. It has to be 10 feet to get
Oh,
the
yeah, no, not that
bonus
close.
to initiative.
Blue has been given a healing word by chat. That's a 1d4
Oh.
plus 4.
Thanks, Dave.
Which for Blue is a lot.
It is. Okay, is it 2d4?
It's 1d4 plus
1d4 plus 4?
For chat
Okay.
skills, yep.
Thank you. That's a
Alrighty.
3, so that's 7.
So-
Yahoo. So he has
Anyone over 20?
8.
Yes.
Wait, I
You
haven't
got
got yet.
28.
I was healing my pony. Yes.
22.
Yeah,
24.
21.
Okay, so Fianna with 28. Brumnur with 22.
Briney with 24.
Oh.
Sorry.
Look, you.
I was healing my pony. Oh, I need to roll for him too.
And then Marky with 21, right?
Yes. 9 plus 10, 21.
Nice. Alrighty. Over 15?
Blue has 17. Oh no, he's near me, so he gets plus 3, so he has a dirty 20.
This initiative order is becoming problematic. Alright.
There's 47 of us on the board right now.
Okay, who else was over 15? No?
Rustling.
How about over 10?
I rolled the lowest I could possibly roll. I rolled a natural 1 for 12.
Cool. Cool. Who are you these days? Andie.
Brain.
Andy.
The one time you needed to be standing next to Briney.
Yeah.
What you got, Sherrit?
14.
14. Oh, okay, so you're before Andie. Sherrit, 12, Andie. Alrighty. Okay, so Fianna, you're up first. This thing definitely tried to grab
Okay.
you with a tentacle.
So
and it definitely has blue. What are you doing?
I'm going to chop at tentacles, targeting the ones with blue first.
Okay.
And I already rolled. I just got to do math to give the actual. So that's 4 hits for 17, 17, natural 20 for 29. And then the last one is a 21.
Yeah, those all hit. Are you moving so that you're closer to blue?
Yes. Yes. Let me move myself over to blue. Okay, so let me roll all of that damage.
So, the way you've moved right now, you've moved out of its range, which means technically it has an attack of opportunity. But if you move 1 square forward, you're still in its range. I'm just going to
Okay.
put that out there.
Thank you. I
feel like she
done
would have.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so major math. So 6, 8.
So much of damage.
Yes, so much damage. So that is 50 points of damage.
Oh, dang!
What kind of damage is that?
All magical, because her swords are
Yep.
+2 short swords.
And
But it's all
slashing.
stabby damage.
So it's all
Stabby or stabby?
Cool.
yeah, all stabby, slashy.
Okay. I'm gonna just. Now it manages to hold on to blue, but ow! It is hurt, but it has managed to retain hold on the pony. Nice work, Briney.
Rolled a 12 and a 14 to hit with advantage.
The 14 hits. The 12 does not.
Okay. All right. Let's do. Oh, geez, I rolled a 1 for damage. Come on. That's,
Briney's a bit shaken.
Jesus, that's 6 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then she will do a Toll the Dead Wisdom save 16. Does that thing have a wisdom? Let's see.
How wise is a plant?
Apparently not very. I rolled a 2.
18 necrotic.
I'm not even mad because that tracks. Alright.
And that's it.
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
Brumnur.
All right. Is anybody else grappled or anything?
Andie.
Is this thing
Oh, no,
grappling?
Andy
And-
succeeded at
Andy
the grapple,
succeeded.
yeah. So it's just the pony right now that is being tugged towards the pool.
All right. I will run into the fray and just group us up because that's always smart. And I will take out my newly borrowed battle axe, and I will swing down at the vine holding blue.
Does he
Okay.
have flanking with Briney?
Yes. So you have
Awesome.
advantage on that attack.
Oh, great.
It doesn't look good because it looks like you're flanking blue, but blue's grappled, so it does make sense.
One was a 13, one was a 22.
Yep, that hits.
The 22. Oh, the
And I-
both?
I mean, it was advantage, so
Right.
yes, it
Oh, yeah,
hits.
gee.
I didn't call it. This is my first time using the battle axe, so I didn't call two-handed beforehand, so I can do it as a one-hand this time, or whatever you
Happy
prefer.
for you to do it two-handed if you want.
Okay.
It is you're new player. I get it. Remembering all the things is hard.
Yeah, new martial player. Never used an actual weapon. I've always been a bard. 12. 4 damage.
12 points of damage. Cool.
And then I will, because why not? I'll do flurry of blows,
Okay.
and I will go again. That one's a 19 to hit.
Yes.
For 10 more damage. Nope, that's a lie. Remove that damage because I can only do unarmed strike for flurry of blows.
Ah. Cool.
So 7 damage instead.
Okay.
And then last one.
Oh.
14.
Hit, yes.
Nope, would have been a 13. I clicked the +1 battle axe. I think that misses.
Yeah.
No, 13 hits. 13 is in fact
Oh,
its
13.
AC.
Great.
Yep.
I get it's
For
an
9
immobile
more.
bush.
Yeah, right. Good damage. 9 more.
9 more. Okay.
Holy shit, that's a great damage roll.
I rolled for every single one of those attacks, and every single one, the vine held on. I'm treating it like concentration, so half of the damage,
Yep.
essentially. But that was awesome. Lots of ouch. Marky,
I'll
you're up.
stay where I am. Yeah.
Does Marky recognize this as any special particular kind of bush? Is it like a shambling mound or anything, or is it just
Like
a
a-
magical plant?
Nature check.
A nature check? Let's...
Indeed. With
That is-
advantage, because you come from a jungle.
Period. Okay, that's great. That is 19 plus 6 for 25.
This appears to be some kind of over-the-top, much bigger than what you've seen previously. Like, you know what a rat king is, right? Where you get a bunch of rats and they tie together.
Mm.
It's like that, but with assassin vines.
Assassin vines.
Oh,
Cool.
shit.
Cool.
Rihanna's now having deja vu.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's like some kind of amalgamation of these vines has joined together, and all these bits are connected to each other in some way.
Yeah, because it's taking a shit
It's
ton
like
of
a-
damage, and it's still
A
holding
rat king
upwards.
assassin vine is what it is.
Cool.
Marky-
I like
Jax's
it.
brain.
Yay. Shower ideas.
It's important
Hit
to
it with
note
fire.
that Marky's, because Marky's thing is like shoulder mounted and, you know, integrated to their armor, Marky is just like taking notes as we're fighting. It's like, this seems to be an amalgamation of assassin vines. We best steer
Take this
clear.
down.
A normal assassin vine would be dead by now. This thing
Yeah.
has barely even noticed the attacks at this point.
Assassin vines are like,
It noticed
we-
Fianna. That was bad.
does
Carry
does
on.
this give Marky enough knowledge of like assassin vines as well, like noting like some of its resistances? What
I would
its-
assume that with that roll, you would know that assassin vines are resistant to cold and fire, and that
Alrighty.
they can't be all of the usual people things that work with people, blinding,
Frightened, charmed,
deafened,
all those.
exhaustion, anything like that doesn't affect it because it's a plant.
Marky is going to offhandedly note, due to this being a mess of assassin vines, let's try and steer clear of cold and fire magic, but anything else is fair game. It's like me though, we aren't really affected by humanoid conditions, and Whisper is going to fly up into some sort of flanking position. I'm gonna shoot out from Whisper to Shocking Grasps.
Okay. Is that a save?
No, it's an attack.
It's an attack. I can never remember.
So flanking is advantage, right?
Yep.
So that first one is 18 to hit.
That hits.
And the second one is 17 to hit, which
Yes.
is pretty low on my rolls, all things considered.
This thing doesn't have a lot of AC though, because it's a big fucking plant.
So the first damage is 7 plus 8, 7 plus 5 for math is 12.
12.
And then the second damage is 8 plus 5 plus 6. 8 plus 5 plus 5? No, that should be a plus 6, sorry.
18.
Yeah, so sorry, the first damage is 13, and then 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 6 is 19, yeah. Sorry, I haven't edited my sheet to have
got
my
it.
full...
Oh, that makes it let go of blue.
Perfect. Whisper buzzers.
That's you?
Yeah, so Marky's just gonna... Nobody gets an assassin by. Marky's just gonna step back.
Yeah.
I don't want to be eaten by a plant. That's fair. Alright, it is now Blue's turn.
Blue will back up.
It does get an attack of opportunity on you. Marky
Yeah.
was not in its range, but Blue would have been.
Yep.
So it's going to try and re-grab you. That is a... That's not terrible. 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, his AC's 10. So he doesn't move. He has to stay there.
So, no, that is... 11 points
I
of
I think Blue
bludgeoning
gets
damage.
moved.
Blue has been moved.
Blue
I'm
has
sorry.
removed. That's
Well,
all
no,
right.
that's fine.
His vine just
knew
like
the risks.
lashes out and
He knew the
smacks
risks.
against
Yep.
him, and he just poofs into thin air.
Yep.
We're allowed one character death per session. This counts as a character death. We're good for the rest of the time, guys.
Sorry about your pony.
That's okay. He's a brave little guy. He's all right.
All right, which
He'll
brings
be
us
fine
to the
tomorrow.
assassin vine. So it will make an attack on everyone in its range, which is currently Andie, Sherrit, and Fianna.
And
So
Briney, right? How many attacks does this thing get?
Briney is just outside of its range. It has a lot of tentacles, and if you're within its circle, those tentacles can get to you. Basically, is how this works. So, yeah, one on each of you. So Fianna,
Does
Does
that mean it's attacking Whisper as well?
oh yes, it would be attacking Whisper as well. Thank you for the reminder.
No, that's fine. You already killed Blue, so it's not fair for Whisper to be safe here.
That was an 8 on Fianna.
Oh no, wait till Chuck finds out.
Andie, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
I need a strength check
If
from
it
you,
hits.
please.
It's not really going to matter.
So
'cause I
you
can
take
teleport. 16 again.
14 points of bludgeoning damage, but 16 is enough so that it can't grab you. Sherrit. Oh, come on! 13?
Alright.
I'm assuming that's a no.
That was a
No.
no.
That can go to jail. And Whisper.
Whisper's AC is 13.
That was a 19.
That hits. Whisper's
Sorry.
pretty chunky with HP.
I need a strength check from Whisper. That is
That's minus 3
13.
on my check.
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, Whisper fails, but Whisper is still up.
Okay, so Whisper is now
Whisper's
grappled
chunky.
and restrained. This little vine
Tiny
wrapped around us.
mosquito. Better than the pony. Aww.
Out of curiosity, did
Can
the
grab the elf, can grab the mosquito.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, it probably eats a lot more mosquitoes.
Right.
Yeah,
There are more of them
true.
around. It's probably
Oh,
had
it-
more practice.
Did our familiars get the inspiring speech as well?
I don't know. Were they there?
Who gave us the inspiring speech? Are they
Edith.
applicable?
Edith.
Edith gave you soup, so they
Yeah.
would have had to drink the soup.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Amber would have
eat.
totally.
Blue doesn't
Oh.
eat.
And neither does.
Amber
Fine.
does.
It's
I would
Sorry,
assume Marky can use it like a potion. The soup is favor, honestly. Like there was
Yes.
just something.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Edith probably gave him a pat on the back. It's like, do well, grandson.
Yep. That is the vine. Sherrit, you're up.
Alrighty. Sherritt's going to breathe lightning.
Okay.
Or I just got to get the 15-foot cone.
Yep.
DC 11 Dex save.
You are going to. Oh, you might just miss Whisper.
Yeah, I
11.
think 15 foot I should miss. Yeah,
Dex.
14.
That's a 9. Turns out
Well,
plants are not that dexy.
14
I can
damage.
roll for Whisper if you want. I also have
I think
evasion.
Whisper's just out of range. It's fine.
Perfect.
Sorry, how much damage? 14.
14.
Lightning, right?
And then he's going to slash with his sword. Serpent. Definitely hit with a 27.
Yup.
We'll do 10 lightning damage.
Did you say?
6 more lightning damage.
Was that 1 hit or 2 hits?
1 hit.
1 hit.
Does sword damage and then
So,
the
I
lightning
need
damage.
to reroll. Oh. Oh no, that just succeeds. Sorry, it's still holding on to Whisper.
Holding on.
Just
Okay.
Nearly good then, but just got my
In
mosquito.
his action, he will flurry of blows.
Okay.
Whoa, and that's a 9
No.
hit
No.
and a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Will be for 5 cold damage. No, what did you say didn't work? Fire and
Cold. Fire
Hold.
and cold.
So it does
Oh,
work. It just doesn't work as well as you expect.
Resist.
I'll make that acid damage then.
Oh, okay. Fine. Be like that. All right.
And that's turn.
Hangs on to the mosquito. Cool. Andie.
Ooh, Andie is going to step up to it with the sword and just swing at it.
Uh-huh.
Because she's a swashbuckler and a duelist, she doesn't need anyone else to use her sneak attack.
Yep.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
For... Oh, that's a lot of damage. 15 plus 6 is 21 points of magical sword damage. And then she's going to swear profusely at it in Sylvan and cast Vicious Mockery as she backs off.
Nice.
What does she say
Yeah,
in
a
Sylvan?
lot of us speak
Pretty nice.
Sylvan, so what do you say?
It's just a lot of
Give us
swear
a vicious-
words.
A lot of swear words.
Vicious Mockery is a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
a natural 1.
Oh,
Apparently
fine.
you
Yes.
hurt its feelings.
7 points of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
And if it would have more attacks of opportunity, it doesn't get on Andie as she backs
Well,
away because
that was
swashbuckler.
lucky because, yeah. Many tentacles.
Yes. She's a swashbuckler. She backs away and laughs at attacks of opportunity.
Alrighty.
That is her turn.
At this juncture, you notice a couple of other creatures appear that are literally crawling out of the vines.
Oh, are they dead looking?
No,
are
they look like plant people.
Oh.
Plant people, yeah. They look like
this
they're
is what the tree meant. Mulched.
They're made of plants. They're made of vines.
Uh-huh.
They don't look friendly though. And they are going to go to the closest people to them. So in this case, that is Sherrit. Oh crap!
And,
Sorry, I moved the map.
both
by mistake.
monks.
Oh, that was weird.
I was on the wrong layer.
That's true.
Rolling at the time and it was freaking me out.
Magical forest.
Sherrit and Brumnur. 1 attack on each of you by these
Both
things.
the monks.
So Sherrit, how do you feel about a 19?
That hits.
Alrighty. So you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength save, please.
Damage. Save 26.
Yeah, you're fine. Brumnur! That rolled onto a nat 20, and then rolled off it again. That's at 12.
Does not hit.
Cool. Alrighty. So these guys kind of walk out. They look like people, but they're made of vines. And when they smack at you, it's literally just like vines smacking out of their bodies. They're very creepy.
That's cool.
Fianna, we're back to you.
Okay. So for bonus action, she's going to drop Hunter's Mark on the vines first.
The
and
big
then
guy
she
in the
makes
middle.
2 attacks.
I
Yes.
assume. Yeah. Yep.
So she makes 2 attacks, which were 27 and 22.
Both hit.
And then damage. Is going to be 31 magical damage.
Wow.
Wait, between the one attack or both attacks?
2 attacks.
I need
Okay.
them separate for the. Can I hold on to
The
the
concentration.
The concentration.
Okay, so
mosquito, if possible, please?
oh, sorry, I actually did the math wrong. Da 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 da. It's not quite 31. It is
32.
close. 15 for the first one,
Mhm.
and 11 for the second, so a total of 26.
Okay. Cool. It maintains its hold on the mosquito.
Okay. Turn.
Oh, Briney, you lost your pony.
I know. I'm upset. I'm gonna hit the thing.
That's fair. I too would hit the
Am I
thing
in
with
range of
Cartos.
it? Or do I need to move up?
There are
closer?
still vines within range
Okay.
of you. Like you can move
Alright.
closer, but it's
Oh jeez, it's a natural one. I'm very, very upset.
apparently
Oh, that's a 17. That's 25 to hit.
that will hit.
And that will be 7 bludgeoning. And let's toss a divine smite into that for another 11 radiant.
Cool.
And then I need a wisdom save of
Hang on, let me roll for
16.
mosquito.
mhm,
Saves for mosquito. Does not save for wisdom.
so that is another 11 necrotic.
Nice. This thing is
Oh,
starting to look a bit
That's my turn.
saves for mosquito. Apparently all my rolls are going on holding on to whisper right now.
It's okay, we're holding on to Whisper as well.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to like crack open. Sap is beginning to pour out of the tentacles. It doesn't seem particularly phased by that, but it is
Yeah.
hurt. It is getting hurt.
Marky understands.
Brumnur, you're up.
Brumnur is going to shout, "Don't forget about your Twitch inspiration," and then is going to...
Brumnur doesn't know Twitch inspiration exists.
He's not really going to shout it. And then I'm going to take the axe, and I'm going to attack the guy who just tried to attack me.
Yep.
Two-handed strike on the first one.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use my Twitch inspiration.
Okay.
And that's going to be even worse than the first one. Excellent.
What was your
Oh,
first
no.
one? Because they don't have
First
very
one was
high
a
AC.
10.
Oh yeah, no. The AC is higher than that.
Second one was a 9.
Oh, yeah, no.
So I am going to then once again use Flurry of Blows, and I'm going to attempt to attack it twice.
Okay.
You already have your Twitch inspiration back up, so if you want to use
Hey,
it.
nice. I do not need to this time. 27 to hit.
That will definitely hit him.
Oh, that's actually a natural 20. I didn't realize. It
Ooh.
didn't prompt me.
Oh,
Hey,
Okay,
that's
so
funny.
this is your first game with us. Crits in the Jax world are you roll your damage and then you add the max of your dice. So if you're rolling a d10, you roll the damage and you add 10.
it's a 6 for this one, so I'll roll my damage and then I'll add another 6
Correct.
plus the 4.
Yes.
Yeah,
plus
plus-
whatever
plus
the
your-
modifier is. Yeah.
Modifiers. Mhm.
All right, so we have a
Ooh.
4 plus 6 is 10 plus another 4 is 14 damage for that one.
Cool.
And then one more hit
Okay.
for him.
Yep.
That's a 19 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
For 10 more damage.
Ooh,
Very
crit
nice.
damage.
All right. Cool. That's you.
Yeah, I'm going to stay where I am.
Brumnur
Marky.
hears a huzzah. It sounds a little bit like
Dude,
Garen.
it just echoes in your head.
Marky is going to take full advantage of their amazing intelligence score. Does Marky recognize these vine people? Is there anything they can ascertain from these vine people?
Make a nature check
Now,
with
this-
advantage because these are
Yes.
also jungle things.
That is 18 plus 6, so 24.
These appear to be vine blights.
Vine blights. Okay, what can you tell me about vine blights? I've never faced them.
They're actually not that tough, generally speaking. They are like animated. They're like vines that are magically turned into people
Mhm.
in shape, but otherwise they're pretty much just plants. So they're not. They don't have resistances like the assassin vine does, but they are still immune to many of the things that humanoids are immune to. Not all of them, but many of them.
Can I assume because they're vine people, they can also, like, do what assassin vines can do in terms of, like, grappling onto people with
Yeah.
their vines and stuff?
Very much so.
Um,
Very similar, but like smaller versions.
Marky is going to remark to everyone that these vine people are susceptible to the magic that the assassin vine is strong against. So we can go all out on them, but they're relatively weak, so probably best to save your resources. Marky is going to, as an action, use a lightning launcher on the assassin vine,
Okay.
and then through Whisper will is anything flanking this Rat King? Is Fianna still
I
technically
mean,
flanking
probably not.
Sherrit?
It's hard because Whisper's on top of it.
Well, why can't it
Technically-
flanking?
Technically, flanking would be someone underneath the vine. So I'm gonna say no, not in this case.
Oh, that is perfectly fine. Marky's gonna roll their attacks. So the first one is what's my bonus? It's 5 plus 9, so 14 on the first lightning launcher attack.
Yes, that does hit.
The second attack is going to be a natural 20 for 29.
Yep.
Does grappling impose any sort of disadvantage on melee attacks?
I believe. Hang on.
If you are restrained, you have disadvantage, but if
restrained
you're
does.
grappled,
Oh, yes.
Grapple,
It is-
grapple
it
is
is
just about your
both.
movement.
So it is grappled and restrained. So yes,
Mm.
disadvantage on.
Right here. I'm going to use a Twitch inspiration for a singular roll on this. As a bonus action, I'm going to channel Shocking Grasp through Whisper. Technically, Whisper is casting it. But that is a 9 for 18 total.
Oh, yep.
So we'll roll each
I
damage
need the damage
individually.
separately here.
Yeah.
Please separately.
We'll start with Marky's lightning launches first. So that is so that's 5 plus 6 is 11 points of lightning damage on the first attack.
Yep.
The second attack is 8 points of lightning damage. How is it looking?
That's a nat 1, so it's let go of your mosquito,
Oh, which means
which means it would not have been at disadvantage if your lightning went first.
Yes. So am I fine to not use Twitch inspiration there?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I will
cool.
allow that. So it's looking pretty damaged. Like
Okay.
it's definitely there is sap oozing out of the tentacles. Yeah, it's not happy with its situation.
Marky and Whisper are both constructs, so they're just still going to stay where they are. The lightning launcher has an ability where if I successfully attack with the lightning launcher, it takes extra damage, but it's like a separate damage tick sort of thing. So they will take an extra 4 point of lightning damage from that.
Okay.
And then the shocking grasp is 2d8, I believe, plus my 6. So that is 11 plus 6 is 17 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's ow.
Did I? I also crit on the 2 dice, so we need to add another 6 on top of that as well. Well, sorry, I totally forgot that I crit.
It's fine. All good. All right. That's it.
Yep. Sorry, I roll all the dice. Imagine me when I'm a rogue. It's gonna get even
Okay.
worse.
So it is now the Vine's turn. It is going to go for
Yes.
people in its range. Yes.
It has disadvantage on its first attack because it failed the saving throw against vicious
Ah,
mockery.
yes. Thank you for the reminder. So that's going to be
So fast.
the Fianna attack.
Dang it.
Oh, I rolled high on both of them. That's nice. So that's a 21 to hit.
Oh shit.
That hits you, I assume.
Yes. That does.
So that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength save, please.
Oh boy. Okay. Let me take off the...
Wait. No, you're not within 5.
Your aura is 10 feet.
Yeah. No, for the initiative, it's 10 feet. For the other thing, it's 5 feet.
Your paladin aura is 10 feet.
Is it?
Yeah, I play a paladin in my home game.
This is my 3rd Paladin game, so I'm still getting the hang of it. So you get a plus 5 to your save.
Oh, good.
What does that give you?
That gives me... Oh. My bonus is better than I thought it was. So that gives... I gotta do math now. You said 5, right? Or 6?
Yeah, plus 5.
5 plus 5.
Oh, my other one is 30 feet for
22.
the initiative one. That's where I got it wrong.
That
Okay.
definitely saves. Excellent. All right. Next one will be Whisper. That's not very good. 15?
Yeah, that still hits.
Woo!
It rolls at least a 2, right? Like 2 points of
Yeah,
damage.
it rolled
Pass me
9
by.
on the die, so...
Yeah, Whisper, like, shatters to pieces. Important piece of information. Is the pearl that is its heart just gonna drop into the water, or does it, like, get battered away by the
Drops
strike?
into the water.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's easy. That's recoverable.
Yeah.
I'm killing all the familiars today.
Yeah.
Not that Whisper's not quite a familiar, but
Yeah.
all right.
I'm just
really
far
Sherrit.
away.
Left Kalinka
Yeah.
at home.
Yep.
Sherrit. That is a 17.
Oh.
Does that hit you? Nope.
Oh.
See, I've got to kill the familiars because I can't hit anyone else.
Uh,
That's
Hit me several times.
Sherrit. You're up.
A lot of people.
oh,
Sherrit, you're up.
Right. He is
Andy
going
is a
to.
familiar.
Andy's a familiar.
Well, we both know that Kalinka is the one in charge.
Kalinka's
and Andy's
familiar, yeah.
familiar.
Yes.
He'll pretty much repeat the last round, only slightly different. So he will breathe 30-foot line of lightning to try and miss
Yep.
Whisper.
Whisper's
Yeah.
gone.
Whisper's gone
The
now.
Whisper's gone, actually, and I've got this other dude on me, so... Yeah, no, he'll just attack the guy on him.
Okay.
What he's gonna do, he's gonna swing twice with his sword. A 19 to hit.
Yep.
And 12 to hit.
12 just hits.
Just hits.
They're plant guys.
Yeah, they're not moving out of the. So 9 piercing, 7 piercing, and 2 lightning. That didn't roll a second time. 2 lightning.
Cool.
And then, flurry of blows.
That was my little flurry of blows. Did you like it? Can tell I'm a fighter, hey?
Part of the Noodle Arm
25 to
Club.
hit. And,
How many? Sorry, I was distracted by my
25
own.
and 21.
Yes, those were.
Those are definitely hits. And 10 damage. And 6 damage.
Cool.
And that's
Ouchie.
10.
This guy's already looking pretty battered. Bits of plant are falling off his body.
Good.
Tasty.
That's you. Andie, you're up.
Alright, yeah, Andie's gonna just dart in and then stab and dart back out in Vicious Mockery again.
Okay.
That is a 19 on the die,
Yep.
plus numbers. Math is hard.
Numbers.
That is 15 points of piercing
Stabby.
damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw for Vicious Mockery.
It's at 5.
That is a failure. That is another 7 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
And then she darts back out to where she was.
Cool.
Briney's learning all kinds of new words in Sylvan.
Hit
Yep.
the plant. Killing.
Alrighty. These
And
vine
Andie
li-
has lived
What?
lived for quite a long time. She's
Oh.
picked up a lot of
Many,
swear words.
many-
A lot of swear words from sailors.
So, Vine Blight attack on Brumnur is a 23.
Yeah. Yep, that one hits.
So that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save from you, please.
That's a big 8.
That is not enough. This thing smacks you with its vines and starts wrapping around your limbs. You are both
Oh,
grappled
actually-
and...
As a reaction, can I give Brumnur a +6 to that roll with a flash of
Sure.
genius?
You
Suddenly
can do that.
feels-
Wait, is he
From
doing
the-
a saving? So he gets +5. Paladin +5 to your.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do.
Oh,
So,
true. So
9
13
plus
would
5.
have been.
yeah,
well,
so that would have
April, yeah.
succeeded. So
Oh,
you are
yeah,
not,
okay.
in fact,
I was.
That I
I
don't
was
need
interacting-
it.
I was
Marky.
interacting with chat. I'm
magic
sorry.
genius thing.
Thank you. I should have remembered that too. I'm within 10 feet.
Cool.
We're good.
Sherrit,
Maybe after this I'll get an aura, so it just
That's
is there
another
and obvious.
23 to hit.
It hits.
So same. 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save from you, please.
Okay. Save 14.
That's good enough. It does not manage to
Yeah.
grab you with its vine arms.
It was 10 damage.
Yes. Fianna, you're up.
The big vine creature's still up, correct?
It sure is. It's still flailing
Okay.
its vines.
Fine assassin.
So she attacks it 3 times for 24, 23, 23.
Yes,
For a
yes.
total of 11, 9, and 10 damage.
You can give me the total because I'm not holding on to anyone right now. 11, 9, and 10. So
30.
30.
So 30.
Pity.
Wow. Yeah.
Period.
Ow. Ow.
Thank you for the magical swords, brother.
That's you,
That's me.
Briney.
Okay.
This thing looks frickin' hurt
Ugh.
now. Leaves are falling off, withering to the
That's-
ground.
That's a whopping 11 to hit. Come on, Briney. Get your head in
No,
the game.
that's not gonna do it.
That's a 19
Oh.
to hit
That will hit.
with 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and smite that shit. That's an 8 radiant.
Okay.
And wisdom save 16.
That's a 7.
That's 14 necrotic.
Hey.
You watch as the necrotic damage takes hold of this thing and just oozes its way through all these vines and like finds its way back to the heart of this creature that has been formed out of a bunch of assassin vines, and it just kind of crackles and all the plantness goes black and it shatters.
That's for blue.
And it subsides into the water, no longer animated in any way. There are just bits of vine floating in the water.
But the people are still, the vine people are still
Yeah, they're still
going?
up.
Okay. So
Are
I
you-
will
Yep,
go
ahead.
come over here. Oh, let me get the right thingy. And give Brumnur flanking.
Cool. Brumnur, that brings us to you.
Oh, good timing.
Perfect.
Come on, buddy.
Brumnur,
You have flanking, so you have advantage on your attacks
Excellent.
against the vine guy.
he will quietly, under his breath, just whisper, "Huzzah!" And then he will go and attack the dude. So we're going once with the battle axe. I don't know why I was rolling d10s. We're going to stop that, and we're going to do what I should have done.
You attack with a d20. That's how D&D works.
Wow, it's not all that much better, funny enough. 12? Does a 12 hit?
12 does hit.
Hey, perfect. All right, so damage now. 8 points of damage for the first one.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to do another flurry of blows. That is a 20 to hit on that one.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my other hit with a flurry of blows to reach behind me and use Hand of Healing on Fianna.
Aw. Okay.
Yay.
Brumner's gonna just smack you on the back and say, "Get it
That's pretty
together!"
much.
Makes you feel better.
For 7 points of healing.
Of healing.
Woohoo.
Cool. That's
And I'm
you?
going to stay where I am. Yep.
Alrighty. Marky.
Alrighty. Assassin Vine is dead, so that's great.
Yes.
Which of these Vine people look the weakest?
The one next to Sherrit.
Alrighty, perfect. Marky is going to use a lightning launcher twice, and then bonus action use firebolt. So
Okay.
we'll
You might
do
want
the
to do those
weakest
in
vine.
order because
Yes.
yeah.
We will do. That is a dirty 20 to hit on the first one.
Yeah.
So that is max damage. That is 6 plus 6, I think it is. Yeah. Oh fuck! No,
12?
crit sheet. Sorry. Yeah, 6 plus 6, so 12 on the first attack.
Okay. He's still up, barely.
As the special interaction, it takes a further 4 points of lightning damage.
Which is all you needed. He is
Whoop.
gone. He just
And
shatters into a bunch of very much electrocuted bits of vine.
Yum.
Yum.
Edith would love this. The second lightning launcher attack is going to be a 3 plus 9, 12.
Oh,
That is enough.
Oh fuck! Okay, I rolled a 3.
Yeah, they already have 12 AC. They're not tough.
That is 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Yep.
Then we're going to go for a firebolt.
Okay.
Which is 12 again.
Yep.
Firebolt is 2d10. I think I need to get rid of crit sheet. I keep looking at her. That is 13 plus 6, so 19
Yeah,
fire damage.
he goes up in a puff of flames,
Phew.
and calm settles on the clearing. Marky, can you make a perception check with advantage for me?
Yes, I can indeed. That's a natural 20.
Okay. You take a moment and you look around and you realize that several of the plants in this clearing are very dangerous and will try to kill you if you get too close to them. You can see, you rolled a nat 20, so you're going to see all of them.
It's whack.
These are, you recognize them as corpse plants.
Oh shit.
And they're fine as long as you don't come in range of them. They are not ambulatory. They have a range of 10 feet from the edge of their being. Tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a thing you know now.
Marky is still
good to
riding.
know.
Important note, Marky noted down when Whisper was destroyed, but doesn't seem too perturbed. Are we
Alright.
still in initiative?
No, because there's nothing that will attack you unless you move into range of those guys now.
Okay,
Perfect.
how do the injured look? Who needs help? Fianna?
I am fine. I don't have any temp
Um,
HP, but I'm fine.
Brumnur?
Yeah.
I'm
Can you-
3 points down, so I'm okay.
Sherrit?
And
you doing
Andie will
alright?
cast Cure Wounds on herself because she took a little bit of a beating.
Sherrit, okay?
Marky, are you okay, Sherrit? Do you need healing?
I could have a little bit of healing.
Marky
Well,
is going.
Doesn't
pull
seem
that
very
down.
confident.
Do you want to take a potion?
Marky
Yeah,
has plenty of spell slots. I can cure wounds.
Yeah, I'd
It's no
rather save
fuss.
mine for smities.
Marky is going to pat Sherritzman on the shoulder and say, "Good work," as you know, Marky's electrical healing stitches his wounds back together. And you will heal. I rolled an 8 plus 6. Is 14 points of healing.
Marky, have you informed
Yes.
your friends about the terrible plants?
Yeah, so Marky will hand Sherritzman his notebook first and say, "Can you please hold this for a moment? Also, everyone, please steer clear of these giant corpse flowers. They have a vast range, so perhaps trail behind me, single file, and we should be fine to go. But Marky's gonna jump in the pool first.
Get his pearl.
Okay.
You want me to try
Yeah.
to purify it first?
Oh no,
late.
it's fine. I'm
Purified food and water.
I'm a machine.
Marky's in
it's
there.
fine. I'm a construct.
Fianna resummons Umbra while this goes on.
Marky's going to grab
Marky.
that pearl.
Make a
Yeah.
perception check with disadvantage because that water is rank. find your
So the least I rolled was a 9 plus 5, and I'll give myself plus 6 to this with my Flash of Genius.
Alright,
So
so you
that
managed to
is
track the
20.
pearl down. Yep, you managed to find it in the gross water and return to the surface with it. And it's disgusting. But at this juncture, I think we will take a break. Now that you've killed off the vine peeps. Did you want to do something, Fianna?
I was gonna prestidigitate it clean.
Okay.
That was all. It's clean
And when
now.
we get back, can I get a 10-foot aura so I can remember that I
Yes,
have
we can do that.
10-foot aura?
We'll do
I
that.
don't-
We
I
can
don't
do
wanna
that
quit
during the
yet.
break.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we are going to close our giveaway down to see who gets our periapt of proof against poison.
It's Dave.
During the break,
Yay.
we will have some marble races, and the prize is a little something that Tiffany made.
Do you want to
Woohoo!
show? I made it is like a small pocket-size book.
I love it.
So it's
like a
it's like the
dungeon
one that
crawl
I
and
keep all my game notes in. So yeah,
Nice.
dungeon crawl fabric.
That's cool.
That's
So-
really cool.
That's so
Yeah.
cute.
All right, so that is the prize up for grabs in the marble races during the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes to see what happens next. Love you guys. Oh, humans of the internet. Welcome back to our Gallant Horde mission, Gate in the Jungle. our delightful heroes have managed to kill a bunch of plants. To be fair, the plants started it. And now they are in a jungle with a big gross pool and a bunch of other plants in some ruins. What would you like to do?
Marky's in the pool, right?
Yeah, I
think
just
he's
walked
got
out
out
the
now.
pole. I'm
Yeah.
covered in scum.
Should we search this area just to see if we find
Prestidigitate that
anything?
away.
Who's got a decent investigation?
Aki has a +9
Fianna
on
does.
investigation.
I have a plus
I am a
6, I think?
charisma-based character, so
So I can
If-
give advantage.
I can give guidance.
Intelligence by Dumpstat.
If people want Marky to start investigating the ruins
Yes,
for any items,
case.
signs of things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that with advantage? Are you allowing this, Jax? Do we have the time to investigate?
Yeah, if you want to. Go for it.
Perfect.
So
But-
advantage and a D4 for guidance.
Yep, and you know what? Marky's going to use a flash of genius as well. Like, I'm gonna get all of it. That's a 19 plus 9, which is 28, plus 3, which is 31, plus 6, which is 37.
Wow.
Finds all the things.
We are not getting past Marky today.
those are some
Hey.
Harper numbers.
So,
Note that Marky also has the feature urban infrastructure, so they know the general layout of structures and buildings, so know that things can be hidden around. So like, you know that gif of the lady doing equations? That's Marky, but like structures.
so Marky remembers that while he was in the pool looking for pearls, there were definitely a couple of other things down there that maybe he should have checked out. He also manages to find in amongst the debris around one of the buildings something that looks like a medal.
A medal.
A medal.
Okay.
It has
Right.
like it's very tarnished and well, no, it's not tarnished because it's magic. It looks like it's been there a long time. And it has
It has
an
moss growing on it.
yeah, it has moss growing on it. Thank you.
Fianna has
Marky's gonna
identify if we want to take
pull
10
off.
minutes for things.
Marky will pull off the
Um,
moss. See what's
If you
on
pull
the
off the
medal.
moss, underneath it is like a classic kind of almost caricature of like a strongman doing strongman things.
Is
Briney
this
has
reminiscent?
water that changes opacity. Would that work on the scummy stuff, or does it need like a purify?
How do you mean? What does it do?
It
Shape water, right?
changes the opacity, so can make it clear when it's like if it's dense.
So
To make it
yes,
see through.
you would
Mhm.
be able to do that to the water, but that wouldn't affect the algae on top because that's plant matter. That's not
Okay.
water. So you would still need to clear it in
She
some
can
way.
move she can move the water too. She can do two.
Yeah.
Well, it's a cantrip, so she can
We can
move the water,
purify water,
change the
so-
opacity.
Let
Yeah, I didn't
Fianna
know.
purify the stampon. She's been
Let's
trying to do
it.
it. She's just like, fine, you're not listening. I'm just gonna do it.
That's pretty much it's just like fine. It's just however many times because it's a cantrip. So now we can all see
So you can
in
see.
the pool.
Yeah, there are definitely a couple of things at the bottom of this pool. You will need
Does
to swim
anyone
down
have-
to get them.
Oh,
have a
Marky's just
sword.
gonna jump in. Marky doesn't need to breathe.
Marky, you find a small, very well sealed wooden box,
Very well
um,
sealed wooden bar.
and you also find what looks like a drinking horn.
A drinking horn. Neither of these items look particularly tarnished, do they?
I mean, they look like they've been underwater for a long time. They have goop on them, but
they're not
the
like-
items themselves are not damaged. No.
Perfect.
I'll look at the
Um,
chest.
I've learned one thing in my travels is that when you find a box, don't just open it.
Let's check it for traps.
Rest assured.
It's not
Um,
a big box. It's like
Yeah.
just a little.
Yeah.
You know.
Is
Roll case.
these items are all magical, aren't they?
I don't know. How do you know?
Can I detect magic? I'm going to cast detect magic on all 3 items.
Yes, yes, they're all magical.
Okay. Does anyone Marky sort of resurfaces like head up first and goes, does anyone have any bags of holding?
Yes,
I
I have
do.
2.
You have 2? Oh.
Yes.
I
Okay.
have nothing.
Fianna's prepared to tear a rip in the fabric of reality.
Blame Garen.
One more like the other.
I'll be honest, has Marky and Fianna ever been in a mission? I don't
No,
think
Fianna's only been on
so.
a mission with Andie.
Yeah, which means apologies, Fianna. Marky's gonna turn to Briney and give the 3 items to Briney. Well, the 3 items to Briney, because he's worked with her on
I'm just
multiple
gonna
occasions.
open her bag, let you pop it in.
Fianna doesn't. She's not offended.
Check these out when
Marky's
we get
also-
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do these
We
count as
think-
plant matter for the purpose of bags of devouring?
So, Marky, inside your head, you hear very clearly the voice of Indigo, and it just says, "Take everything."
Yeah. Okay. Everyone, let's start putting the let's start putting these vines in the bags of holding as well. Marky's just like hauling this. We're in water, so I mean it's more buoyant. Marky just sort of like a giant mound of Rat King assassin vines. Can this fit in
Hey,
a bag of
so I have a
holding?
box, a medal, a horn, and assassin vines in my
And
bag
a bunch of
holding.
dead plant matter.
Mhm.
Yes.
Why exactly?
That's gonna be fun to explain.
For science.
For science, I had a little moth told me.
I don't think that's what they meant.
Does anything here, like anything,
That's the way it was interpreted.
That's
does anything that we've found maybe lead us in a particular direction? Do we want to just look at like the metal? The metal seemed to be, could it be from the people that used to be here and might have some more information? I don't know if we should inspect it or something like that. I just
I
like
have
You can cast
identified.
identify on all 3
We
items.
considered
Yeah.
that the cubic gate might be in the box.
Marky's going to cast identify on the box first. Is the box itself magical?
No.
Okay.
well, you would have
Like a
known because you
representation
tested
shape
that.
for the cubic gate that we were shown.
Sherrit would like to look at the box.
Can someone check this for traps?
Yeah, we'll check it for traps.
I'm going to
Okay.
step back.
Make an investigation check on the box.
Marky will make their own as well.
That is a natural 20 for a 25.
Box is not
Slay.
Is
Marky
it
opens
locked?
the box.
No.
Marky
It's well
opens the
sealed to
box.
keep the water out, but
Yeah.
you open the box. Inside are a pair of gloves.
Marky's going to identify the
Oh.
gloves. Using
They
the
are-
pearl that is no longer Whisper.
They are living gloves.
Living gloves.
Correct.
No thanks.
No, they are a good thing. They're a good thing. Hang on.
Um,
Find the thing.
um,
They are actually really nice if you're an they are pretty gross. They're made of chitin and sinew, and they pulse with a life of their own. Once you attune to them, they bond with your skin, or in your case, I guess, your metal hands. And then you get proficiency with one of the following: sleight of hand, thieves' tools, artisan tools, or a musical instrument. When you make an ability check using the chosen proficiency, you add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal proficiency. They can't be removed while you're attuned to them, and you can't voluntarily end your attunement to them.
Is that considered a cursed effect? Would we actually
Kind
know
of. Yeah.
that? Okay.
It feels like someone else's hand.
Marky closes the box, puts it in the bag of holding, and goes, we'll deal with that one later.
I mean, they can give you double proficiency on a wide range of things. You just have
Yeah,
to pick.
that's
Yeah.
really
yeah,
cool.
it's just you effectively lose one attunement.
Correct.
Forever.
Unless someone helps you unattune, but you can't do it yourself.
Did we want to identify the other 2 items while we're here? I mean, identify is a 2nd level slot and takes a minute.
I just
I'm okay saving it for when we
Oh, sorry,
get-
We
first
can do
on
it
the stack.
later.
Can we just
Yeah.
look at the metal that you found? I mean, is all we
Yeah,
see
it
just
looks
the
like a
person
strong
on there?
man.
Is it magical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah,
They
all
were all
are?
magical.
Okay.
You know, Marky will just like say that it's a caricature of a strong man. I imagine there's not many items that this could be. I would
We
assume
really,
it
really want to
makes you
identify it.
stronger.
I can cast Identify as a ritual.
No, I was just curious if there was writing on it or anything like that. But if not, then we can
Deal with it when we get
let
back.
it go and deal with it later.
Mm.
That's fine with me.
Among everything here, was there any sort of indication of any other like non-magical items that might point us to the right direction of the cubic gate?
This
With
place
my
has really
45.
been
41.
ruined for a very long time. Like the only parts of the ruins that remain are like outer walls and
Mhm.
structurally strong bits of it. I'm sure there are chimneys because chimneys are always the thing that stay. It has largely been overtaken by the jungle. You get the distinct impression that the only reason these things are still here is because of the magical nature of them. Keeping them
Any worn sort of mulched over, planted over pathways leading out of this
oh,
area?
Make a. I don't actually think there would be. It's been like 300 years. Any pathways would have been.
Lately eroded.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But he could roll a
Um,
45.
No,
Anyway,
if it checks,
absolutely know for sure that there are no pathways.
yeah. An impossible check is an impossible check. Okay. Any sort of natural pathways that sort of look like, you know,
Like animals.
people could have walked through previously.
So, You
Like
do
trees
know that
aren't
there
blocked.
was a river, because
Yes.
Whisper told me there was a river. But this whole place is not. It's like whatever lives here doesn't, almost explicitly doesn't follow the same pathways. So there have been no even natural tracks, even animal tracks. Like
Does Marky get a sense of what this structure was for, since he knows architecture?
Actually, that's a good point.
Like, was it a home? Was it
it appears to have been a bathhouse of some sort.
okay?
Which means there could possibly be more structures nearby.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty close to a river, so they had to have got the water from somewhere.
Sure, and rivers tend to be where people will build.
Yeah.
Should
Shall we go
follow
towards-
the river?
Yeah. Given it took us an hour to get to this place, how far
Mhm.
away was it?
To the river.
Like how many rough feet from where we start have we?
Not that
traversed?
far. Like from where you. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how far do you walk in an hour? Like, I don't know, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers.
That's about right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah,
walking speed in
kilometers, we
5e
walk about
is.
an hour.
Yeah, it's about 3 miles in an
Okay.
hour is your normal
Okay.
walking speed, so it's about
So that
half
far.
Okay.
Maybe slightly less because you wouldn't have been like striding because
Yeah.
of the foliage.
And
And the river wasn't far. Like from what Whisper saw,
Yeah.
the river was not that far. It's probably like maybe 10 minutes from this place.
Okay. And roughly north, yeah? It like snakes in
Northwest.
front of it.
Northeast, sorry.
Let's go northeast, team. Perhaps there are structures in the river, and perhaps we can traverse the water itself relatively quickly.
Don't forget the killer plants.
Yes.
Right. We're gonna
Yes.
follow Marky
Fianna.
so he can lead the way.
You're a ranger.
I am.
Make a survival check for me, please.
While this is happening, can I do something a little bit weird, Jax?
I love it when people ask me that.
Guidance, Fianna.
Yeah.
Guidance,
So-
darling.
Oh.
Andie is an
I'm
Age of Creation bard. She has
Yeah.
grown up hearing the song of creation in her head all of the
Yeah.
time, and she can kind of focus on it sometimes and hear it louder. Can she focus on it and listen to it and see if there are any like discordant notes, if there's any disturbance?
Oh, interesting. I don't even know what kind of check that is.
That's why I see it was a little bit weird.
Let's make it it's creation, so let's make it a charisma. Just charisma, just a straight charisma check.
Okay.
What'd you get, Fianna?
30.
30!
The natural 20 plus
Play.
4 plus 6.
Okay, we'll get back to you. One moment.
Okay, that is in Jack of all trades applies, so that is a dirty 20.
Cool. All right. So Fianna, as there's this discussion about finding the river or whatever, you notice quite clearly, to you, all of a sudden, the tracks of something quite large and vaguely humanoid, definitely bipedal, not really a person, but definitely bipedal, that are moving, that have obviously come into this area and out of it a couple of times, from that direction, that northeast direction.
Hey guys. Just so you're aware, if we continue where you guys are talking about, we're going to run into something. It's not a T-Rex, I don't think, thankfully, because I've seen that before.
Not a T-Rex.
Good.
You can make a nature check if you want to try and figure out what
No.
kind of thing it is. But first, Andie, dirty 20.
That sounds good.
I would say there is a slight discordant note, like something is just a little bit off, but it's very faint and very difficult to pinpoint. There is a sense that something is pulling at reality in some way, which you would expect from something that opens gates to planes.
Yeah. Is it something that I feel like I could focus on as we're going and feel if I'm getting closer or further away from it?
Not exactly, not with that roll. I would say that you definitely know it's there, but it's not clear enough to be able to pinpoint in that way.
Is Fianna showing us these tracks?
Yes. The nature check was 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Cool. These seem to be maybe some kind of troll.
Oh, no. Come on, I'm gonna kill some trolls tomorrow. I should have
Maybe ogre?
again.
Something
I'm
like that.
honestly just gonna stay here until next week or tomorrow.
I know all about trolls now.
We might kill 2 bats with 1 stone today.
Trolls with one hammer. Let's
Get
go.
some practice.
Mhm.
Look, when I planned this game, I didn't know there was going to be a troll game the next
That's
day.
hilarious. I love it. Serendipitous.
Marky's
It's
beating
actually-
themselves up.
What's the word? Coincidence. An actual coincidence.
Oh yeah.
So
if we
yeah.
do walk in that direction, I mean, which is probably where we need to go anyway. So we maybe just want to be stealthy.
Elfworks.
Mm,
That is
Probably
my
is.
name.
I can help
Uh-huh.
with that if you stay close to me.
Yeah,
let
Briney's
me
gonna
double-check
get
the feet.
right up next to Fianna.
All right.
Stealth is not great.
So, pass without a trace. You have to stay within 30 feet of me, and you get a plus 10
Okay.
to your stealth.
We can,
So I'm
that's
gonna-
relatively spread out as far as
Yeah,
stealth is
that's
concerned.
nice. Because that's the 10-foot aura
Yes.
around me, so 30 feet would be a nice size.
And that's how far the plants can reach too. So
10 feet, yeah.
So,
Alright.
All right, so
Are
we're
we
gonna
rolling
go
stealth
north,
checks?
east.
Yes.
So
Northeast.
like this direction over here.
Yeah.
it doesn't really
Alright.
matter because the next one's a different map. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
you're going that way.
Okay.
Alrighty. Stealth checks?
Stealth.
Indeed. If you want to be
Plus
sneaky.
10 with disadvantage.
That-
Now, Andie, did you have something to help
I
me
can
with
give you
that?
another
or no?
inspiration.
I mean, if I don't need it. Maybe, well, no, I shouldn't say that, but I am getting the plus 10, so if you want to save your inspiration for later.
Save it
Shit,
for
plus
combat.
10 dexterity, isn't it? plus 10 to stealth with
Plus
Pascal
10 to
traits?
stealth.
Yes.
But I'm at disadvantage. Oh, that's not bad. That's
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, Marky
my
rolled
stealth.
really.
27.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah.
Paladin.
I rolled high from both of them.
Love it.
37.
35.
Marky rolled a natural 20, 36.
Nice.
And everything has disadvantage to see him and hear him.
Sherrit's a
41.
27.
Oh, all right. So you
So
all move
stealthy.
through this
Even the
jungle
Paladin is stealthy.
like shadows in the night.
And he just fucking
Marky's
vanishes.
teaching everyone how to stealthily move in a forest, in a rainforest jungle situation.
And you come to the river, and it is beautiful. It is a clear river. There is a waterfall falling down into it. The grass is lush and gorgeous. I'm just going to move you all together so that I can move you to the map. It is
Ooh.
beautiful.
The waterfall reminds me of home.
Apparently, some of you are in the water. You're not actually in the water.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, cute.
Gorgeous. Very, very pretty place.
Back home, there was a surprise behind the waterfall. I wonder if there's something behind this waterfall.
Marky does have blind sight, blind sense. Do we actually have blind sight? It is blind sight. Up to 30 feet. So Marky can always just, like, stand near the waterfall and see if there's anything behind it.
That works on, like, vibration.
You see
Is that
through
right?
the water.
So this isn't vibration specifically. This is from my dagger of blind sight. So it's just magical blind sight. I would assume akin to something like a dragon. Blind sight is pretty pretty broad in terms of what constitutes as it. This is just
sure
magical.
is.
It's my little parcel.
I can roll an
Okay.
I can roll an investigation or perception if you'd like.
Yeah, make me a perception check with advantage.
Oh,
With
no.
guidance.
Yeah, the
Use
examples
those-
given
use
for
those
blind sight
cantrips.
are echolocation or heightened senses.
Yep.
Is just what it says.
It's just that if it's sound based, trying to see through a waterfall would be difficult because there's a lot of vibration happening there.
That's 26.
Yeah, there's definitely a cave behind that waterfall,
Okay.
and there's definitely
there's-
something in it, something that's moving.
at the mouth of it.
No,
So
no,
if like
in the cave.
Marky,
In
if
the
Marky's like, okay, so like Marky will probably move like, you know, silently somewhere here, and will detect like 30 feet towards. Okay. They'll look to the team and say there is something in the cave, but there is a cave behind this waterfall. I'm not sure we can get in relatively stealthily because it's a waterfall mouth and a cave.
Yeah, but if we go in, we could maybe surprise whatever's in there.
If we rush in, we
You
do
can
try and
change the
silently
flow of
thanks to the
water
spell.
and make the waterfall go up. That's something we have at home too.
Like, hello.
Well, I don't know. I have a strange idea.
I love that.
If one person was super stealthy, we could create a distraction, and I have a place the rest of us could hide. Someone could
Oh.
check out the cave while it comes out.
I can turn
And-
invisible.
Spring.
Yeah, and if they find what we're looking for, we can
Wait.
leave.
Actually, I
Although
didn't take
that doesn't let
invisibility.
us, that doesn't let us raid the place, but then we're not in a battle. But that's just an idea. I can create a pocket for us to
Yeah.
hide in and still watch what happens.
I love that idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
We just have to come up with a distraction, and somebody or two somebodies who are super stealthy will have to go in and be quick. Be very, very quick.
I could just part the waterfall and shoot little balls of water inside. We don't have to go in.
We want to see what's in there. once they come out.
Yeah, what we need might be in
We
there.
want the thing to come out first.
There is the
Yes.
off chance that they can just press the button and gate themselves out.
They could do that anyway, but that's also fair.
The hiding in a pocket sounds like a good idea.
Does this
They're all
pocket
gonna
move?
hide in Fianna's pocket.
Does the pocket move?
Yeah, because she has rope trick. So
Oh,
let me
I thought it
verify.
was tiny hut.
I have that too.
Well,
So if we want to wait 10 minutes,
you
we
can
can
do the
get
camping thing with tiny hut. So I
we-
thought that's what it was.
we can attack it from inside the hut and retreat back inside the hut. But I also have rope trick.
Self-aim is probably the more important part. We've got a lot of good stealthy people here.
Yeah,
I
my
think the
only
operative thing here is fast rather and stealthy.
my only concern is whether or not going through the waterfall is going to break our stealth.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the cave towards the mouth specifically?
I would say that you could tell that there's a cave, and you can tell that there is something or someone moving around inside the cave. This
Any
being
numbers
is not right up at the front. This is clearly where it's hanging out. And
The
it
stealth-
is moving around inside.
Get a rough size estimate?
Stealth time's causing a distraction though, so we want to be seen.
Large.
essentially.
It is large. Following Fianna's tracks, does it seem to lead
Yeah,
here?
it would definitely match. In
I know it's
size
like
and,
a
well,
giant kin.
the footsteps looked like. Probably something in the realm of giantish.
Ogres and trolls aren't particularly smart, are they? How loud is this waterfall?
Loudish. 23 decibels. I don't know.
I mean, if Marky were to cast detect magic to see if there was a magic item inside, is the waterfall loud enough to sort of mask that?
Mask the sound of the casting, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, Marky's going to start casting detect magic and sort of creep on a little bit closer because they don't make sound when they're walking, and try and see if there's a magic item inside.
So are you in the water right now?
Is this still technically water over here, or is this
Okay.
a lip?
Now that I'm looking at it closely, that's a word. Yeah, I would say there's probably a ledge there you can walk on. That's all good.
Perfect. Marky is
Cool.
gonna detect magic, see if there's any magical items within 30 feet inside the cave.
Yup. There are a couple
Um,
of magical pings from inside that cave.
Look over the water too, just in case.
Does it also tell you what kind of magic?
it
It
does if I
does.
focus on it enough.
hold for my-
I'm-
Cheat sheet!
Cheat.
Hang on. So, hold for me to look things up. You get I guess that's probably enchantment.
Mhm.
I would say that's probably some conjuration. Probably those two things.
We've have any of us actually seen someone cast plane shift? Is it relatively out of character? Plane shift is a conjuration spell, which is what
It
a
sure
cubic
is.
gate does.
Tiny has not seen that.
But I don't know that any of
would-
you would know that. You can make an Arcana
yeah.
check if you want.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
but if someone has a higher than
Because I don't think
Fianna
any of
does.
you
I have
are
a
in.
storm rune. Wait. I have a thing. It gives me advantage on Arcana checks.
Oh.
It's not a great number.
You could
It's a
do
I will
both.
let
one.
I will let one of you do it. So you decide who who's gonna do it.
I do have a really high check. If
Then I will give you
that's fine with me.
guidance.
And
if
yeah, I'll
somebody
give you
wants to give
inspiration.
you
How many dice am I rolling?
So
a
with Andie's
D4,
bardic inspiration, you can roll it twice and take the higher. So it's a D6, and you can roll it twice and choose which result you want to use.
6. Okay, so that's 17 plus 3 on the inspiration die, which is 20 plus 6 plus 1 is 27.
Did you roll the
Yeah.
inspiration die twice and choose which one you wanted to use?
Oh, I didn't roll it twice.
It doesn't matter.
The second
That's a
roll is
high
actually
roll. Man.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So I would say you definitely recognize that conjuration would be, if you were doing some kind of plane shift, it would be conjuration.
oh, I mean, because the realm conjured Marky here.
Yeah. Every time you'll move from the realm to somewhere else, that's
It's
happening.
plane shift, yeah.
Yeah.
Marky is going to look at everyone and sort of still speaking softly enough because of the waterfall. He'll motion everyone close, and they'll say, "I'm detecting conjuration magics in this cave, but there is a large creature. Judging from Fianna's tracks, it's likely a giant kin, ogre, or troll. We're in a rainforest. It makes sense. They might not actually be intelligent enough to use the cubic gate. Do we want to rush in and surprise it, or lure it out into the water?"
I froze just there, so I didn't hear. I heard Marky turns.
She died.
We lost 2.
Discord's having fits today.
Anyway, would surprise what?
So
So-
we can either burst through and surprise it, because judging from the tracks, it's not going to be a nice encounter, or we can lure it out into the water.
I'm fine being in the water and luring it out. I have swim speed and I can
How
breathe
deep
underwater.
is the water?
Do you wish to jump in?
From a glance, how deep is it?
It's a waterfall, so it's not clear because it's all whooshed up by the waterfall. Probably quite deep. Waterfalls of this size usually have a relatively deep pool at the bottom of them. Because
So-
erosion is a thing.
Most of you will be at a disadvantage.
This
Fianna and
dip
I
We
won't.
wanna- Do we want to
Yeah.
actually draw it out into a full-out battle, or do we want to like hide in the tiny hut and distract it while someone gets the items and runs?
Well, that's another question. Does this dip actually go behind the waterfall, or are we going to have to swim?
Make an investigation check.
That is
Since you're right
what I
there
do
now.
best.
Guidance.
16 plus 9 is 25.
I hate Marky. I love Marky, but I hate Marky.
Sorry,
Like,
the
it's-
whole thing is
it's like Harper all over
investigation and
again.
intelligence.
Yeah, there's definitely like some steps that go up, and there's like a pathway that seems to duck behind the. Yeah, you could get in this way.
If we maintain our stealth and the magic Fianna has, we should be able to just sneak on in.
It should be a smaller group of us.
I say,
Well, it is
if
only
I have
one
this tiny
large
hut,
creature.
I have to stay
Yeah.
close to the tiny hut, if not in it. I'm thinking Andie and Marky should go, and the rest of us should distract it.
Yeah, I can be in the water and making a ruckus.
Do
And
any of you have invisibility?
Not yet.
I'm pretty stealthy, but I can't turn invisible.
I forgot
And if
to
you-
take invisibility.
If you hide in the hut,
Invisibility.
attacks can't hurt you, so you can like pop out and pop back in.
Right.
Pop
but
out,
you can't
Pop
leave
back
the hut.
in.
Correct.
I'm kind of confused at how that works. I think I could like
I'm
poke my
pretty sure
arms
you
out and
have
shoot
to-
a bow.
Yeah,
But
you-
that's
but
about it.
the bulk of your body has to stay inside it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
But
Right.
if
that
the goal
works.
is not to actually kill it, they grab the items, we say the word, and we go.
That works.
We've completed our goal, and we're not stuck in a big out battle.
totally out of character. What's the word again? Because I can't. I'm trying to remember.
Electric.
That's what I
It's
thought.
Bellatrix.
Okay.
It's the lady's word.
I was getting Harry Potter in my brain, and then I confused myself.
Yeah, it'll be up to Marky and Andie to say it because they'll know if we have what we're looking for.
I mean, in the spirit of letting the newbies, do it.
Do the word.
Do the word. Marky will just shoot a thunder wave through the waterfall, and it will just like splash outwards, and that will be the signal.
I mean, you could always just shout pineapple. That's usually my go-to word, and then I will say the word.
I'm not sure we'll be able to hear that, but we
That's
can
fair.
certainly give it a try.
Sherrit could definitely blast a hole in the waterfall with his breath. Repulsion breath.
So, who is coming in with Marky?
I think it's just Marky and Andie.
The two other stealthy besides Fianna.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fianna's got to create her.
Got a plus 10 stealth.
yeah,
Before we go in, I
I
will
think
give
you're all stealthy
Marky,
except Briney.
So we
I'll
could
give
just
Marky
about
another
all
inspiration.
stealth on.
You can choose when you want to use that. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Perfect. The moment that we start, I will cast, kinetic jaunt on myself, so I get extra speed. So I'll be stealthy and speedy. I get an extra 10 feet, and I don't provoke attacks of opportunity for walking past or through creatures, because I can also walk through creatures and ignore difficult terrain while doing this. Marky starts vibrating really fast.
Marky's got the zoomies.
Yeah.
Fianna will give Umbra to Andie, and say if they start going crazy, that means they're coming back in. Whatever's come out is coming back into, and it means that this is not working, and you guys need to figure out a way out of there. So that's.
Can
So
I have
you
one of
have
your
Umbra.
possessions? Do any of you guys have like a? Actually, no. This will be fine. Marky picks up a stone from where they're going to cast Lehman's tiny hut. That's a familiar enough object to teleport to, right?
Hey,
I
DM
can
says
give you.
yes, but
I'll
I
give you one
can
of my
give you
wraps.
something.
I have a wrap on my hand. I'll just pull part of it off, and I'll give it to you.
Perfect. Marky wraps it around their hands and goes, if all goes poorly, I will teleport the two of us out to you guys.
Okay.
And if you
So let
can't
me
reach
get this
me, it's fine.
straight.
I can get myself out. I can teleport short
Fianna's
distance.
casting Lehman's tiny hut. Where are you casting it?
Over where I just moved her.
Okay.
So she'll take 10 minutes, and she'll make it kind of like a greenish color, so it's opaque on the outside, but we can see out of it.
How big is it?
Big enough for 8 people. I think it's 20-foot
8
radius.
to 9
and 20
medium
feet across.
creatures.
I think
Oh,
it's
actually-
10-foot radius, so 20-foot diameter.
20 foot.
So it
Yeah.
also goes into the water as well, which is good because they'll see it.
20-foot, 10-foot radius.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say what
10
it is.
foot.
So same as Briney's.
Cool. I gave you an aura.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't see
Can
it.
you? Oh, hang on.
can see
Hang
it.
on. Please hold for aura. I always forget that I
Roll
also have to
20
say.
shenanigans.
There we go.
There we go.
Cool. Alrighty. So who is staying in the hut?
Fianna.
I will do a distraction.
So Fianna and Brumnur are in
Should
the
I
hut.
go over here
What?
to cut
Do they
get
want a
them far away?
distraction? I think they're just trying to sneak in,
Okay,
right?
So everyone
we
needs to
do
be.
want a distraction to pull them out.
Yes,
Okay,
everyone
good.
needs to start inside the hut, because if you're not in it when we first do it, when it first
Can't
is
come in?
cast, you can't come in and out.
Okay.
But
All right.
they would explain that.
Okay.
But then you can
Okay.
move freely in and out once you're in it, once it's cast.
Okay.
Is it the
And
normal hut?
Andy
I thought
will
you can go
hand-
in at any time as long you're the one that decides who can come
Yeah,
in and out,
I'm
but
pretty
there's
sure
not a
Fianna
restriction
just
on.
decides.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, anyone who's not Fianna and she allows in can come and go freely.
Yeah.
If Fianna leaves, the hut goes down.
Yeah.
It's Fianna
and
who can't.
she can block
creatures
people.
and objects within the dome when you cast this spell can move through it freely. So it actually
yeah.
says when
Oh.
you cast the spell.
All right. Cool.
Because I thought it was that way
So-
too, but I was reading it and I was like, nope, you have to be
Oh,
I mean,
in
it takes 10
Everybody
minutes to
should be
cast,
in
so
it
I would be in
when
it
she
anyway.
casts it just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Um,
Sherrit coming with us, or is Sherrit staying back?
I think it should just be the two of you, but I'm not the boss.
She's just
I mean,
realized that she like took control and she's having an existential crisis. And Nair's like, nope,
I hate to say it, Fianna, but you are the most experienced adventurer here. If there's ever a boss, it would probably be you.
Andie
Okay,
will
so-
We
hand.
can do it.
Like to do. Sherrit, would you like to come join us or stay? You're muted.
You're muted.
Unmute because I was eating. Yeah, I'd like to come along, I think. If Fast and Stealth is the name of the game, then...
Okay, that works.
be
I mean,
nice.
3 of us.
So one of you is going to need a bag of holding.
I'll take it.
So I will
I've got a
hand
normal
you
pack as well.
better. Well, depending on how big it is, let me make sure.
I'll
So do. Make sure I don't need anything.
What's in
Okay.
your bag?
So I will give my old bag of holding. Do not lose this. This is pretty much everything I own in it. Bring it back.
Marky is going to. Out of all 3 of you who are staying,
Except for
who's-
the yes. Don't put the cubic gate in it. But the other
No, I
things can go
won't.
in it.
I will not. Marky will hand Fianna the bag of devouring,
Okay.
and will say, if you can, try and get a part of whatever the creature is into this bag. I would like to test something.
What is it?
You'll see.
I can't go out, but okay.
Well, whoever of the 3 would like to do it.
You can give it to Briney.
I-
She's going to be the distraction and most likely to engage.
And I'm really
So-
fast, so if you need me to, I can
Uh,
always take it and grab it.
Andie
The
will also
ins-
hand her loot to Fianna and say, badly played music can be a really big distraction.
That would be me, yes. It's not a flute. I can't play it. So
The
Fianna
instant-
casts the tiny hut.
Yes.
Brumnur,
8
you are
hours.
staying in the tiny hut with Fianna. Briney, you are going to splash
Like-
around in the water.
Yeah, I'm
or
going to
something?
start back here and see if I
Cool.
I would look in the
Um,
water, like in the shallow. Put my face in there and look and see what I can see in the water.
Make a perception check.
I think I got advantage on the because of my new helmet. It's a few.
Alternatively, Thunderclap can always
is-
work. Thunderwave.
15.
It's a pool. There are little fishies, maybe some crabs, little guys. Nothing particularly scary in the water.
Sounds good. So I'm
Um,
going to start at the far end and move in.
Okay, so the 3 of you who are stealthing, I need
We
you
need to
please to
stealth.
make a stealth check as you proceed into this cave.
Do any of us have guidance?
I was going to see how many I can guidance on. I think it's 1.
One at a time. It's
I would
concentration.
probably give it to Sherrit.
I will give
because-
Sherrit guidance, so add a d4 to your stealth roll.
Oh, that's a natural 18, so that's 24 on my stealth.
Okay.
You two tell me what your rolls are, and I'll decide if either of you need a flash of genius.
29.
7.
What was it? Sorry, Sherrit?
7.
27.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck, as the lowest of the bunch, I'm going to flash of genius myself. for an, what the fuck was it? 18 plus 6 plus 6?
That would
A
be a
lot.
30.
We're at 24, I think.
Yeah, so that's a
Alright.
30.
So, just for ease of everything, I'm just going to do this. Because this map has another layer to it.
Ooh.
Ooh! This cave area, I'm guessing.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Oh, crap. That's the wrong thing.
It is much smaller than I was expecting it to be. I had a panic moment. I was like, it's a full-on like cave system, and they're in there for 20 minutes.
No,
Like,
it's a
oh,
tiny little cave.
wow. That's a big ugly thing.
Yep, sure is a big ugly thing. So, for the sake of making this easy on Jax's brain, we're going to roll initiative, and then move through the things people are doing in order. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, and
like
I
a
have a
group-
30-foot
group-
aura, so
Is this like a grouped initiative or is this singular initiative?
No, we can do it singular initiative. That way you can all
Okay.
do whatever you're
Does
doing.
the aura go?
so
Sorry.
plus 3 for if anybody wants to stay next to Briney before that. Otherwise, it's just the 3 of us that stayed behind.
So, over 20?
with Briney's, I got 30.
I'm actually
Okay.
going to use my inspiration dice here for a 26.
24.
Okay, so 30 Fianna. What was yours, Sherrit?
6.
6.
6.
Cool.
Correct.
So 26 Marky,
Yes.
24 Andie.
Mhm.
Over 15. Cool. Over 10.
11.
Amazing.
Yep.
So we know Sherrit got a 6. What did Brumnur get?
8 with with Briney's help.
Wow. Aren't you
Yep.
guys monks?
Mine's a plus
I
5.
rolled a
but
Yeah.
1. It was a 1 plus 4.
Meditating,
Paladin
alright?
is faster than you. Cool. Alright, so Fianna, do you wish to do anything?
Actually, yes. So she is. You're gonna hate me, Jax. She's gonna summon 4 giant octopi with her boon of Grimsley and have them hide
Nice.
under the water until the whatever it is comes out with
Nice.
instructions
Can
to
you
attack
remind
them.
me how big they are? Are they large?
It says 4 giant, so
Yeah, but what kind of?
I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah.
Slay.
Oh,
You know what? I'm in the mood to kill something.
You did. You killed a giant rat king assassin vine monster.
They're large.
Yeah, well, we might kill this ogre too.
Large, cool.
Large
Thank you.
beast.
So there are. Well, let's make you in charge of them. So, for the sake of my sanity, these will go after your turn.
Okay.
So,
I love that you just had
initiative-wise-
octopus right at the ready. Like,
It's from a boon.
So,
So, like,
Could have picked
I-
crabs,
I-
but like there's more octopi, so.
I have most of the boon animals just at my fingertips. Alright. Cool. There are now 4 giant octopi in the pond. Did you tell Briney you were doing this?
Yes,
Okay.
I would have communicated.
Because that would have been really funny if Briney was like, "Oh, look at all these lovely little fishies and holy shit, that's a giant octopus!"
Yeah. And
She was
yeah,
not
there
on that
there
mission.
were instructions not to attack Briney.
Okay.
And I
that's
think
even better.
that's all. No, that's all she's gonna do.
Alrighty. Marky.
Maki's going to obviously we're stealthy. Gonna wait for the signal to go, to be honest. Wait for this
Okay.
thing, whatever it
Yeah.
is, to
Wait
go
for the low
through.
initiative paladin to make a noise.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, when I was detecting magic, can you sort of ping where I
So-
detected them roughly?
This cave, when you can see inside it, has a lot of shit in it. This is
Okay.
clearly a magpie troll. He
Okay.
likes to collect shit. So there are piles of crap everywhere. Mostly on the opposite end over there.
And that's where the
So
magic.
that's where the pings have come from. Yeah.
Okay. And there were no pings on the thing itself.
No,
Okay,
I don't believe so.
Just take everything. Remember that. You heard that.
Anything pinging in its stomach?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Taking
That'll get a whole
control back
reaction.
to the realm.
Yeah.
Fuck. So let me just quickly see. Okay, so I will.
It's
Yeah,
also
I'll be able to
the
use.
edges of the cave are it's dark. Like it's not. This creature doesn't rely on light, so it is not a
Yeah.
It has no lights in it. It doesn't have any lovely torches or anything. So there are loads of shadows, is what I'm getting at.
Okay. When the creature comes out, Marky will move and start collecting because they're fast enough to actually get to the end of that area.
Cool. Andie, do you wish to do anything before Briney does the Briney things?
Yes, she is going to draw on her ancestral memories and cast Borrowed Knowledge and give herself proficiency in Perception.
Cool. The troll lumbers about doing troll things. It doesn't know anything's happening yet because I rolled Perception and it did not see shit or hear shit. Briney!
So does
What do you
having
wish
a
to do?
swim speed allow me to not have disadvantage with attacking in
Correct.
water? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yep.
So she's just gonna go.
Wait.
Let's see. She's got 30 feet of movement. Oh, hi, Mr. Octopi. That's very nice to meet you. So she's gonna move there. Hi. Let's see how far this is. 75. I can do. Oh, you know what? I would have had to move. Hang on. I would have had to move at a different spot. Ah! You get within. Yeah, okay. I would have been over here so I can get within 60 feet of the waterfall. And I'm going to cast Shape Water. And I'm going to make the waterfall 5 feet of it go the other direction.
Okay.
And then, so I could have 2 effects at the same time. So that's a cantrip. And then my bonus action will be to take up little globules of water and just start
Throwing them into the cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
That lasts for an hour. I can animate little globs of water.
Cool.
Maybe we'll point out maybe throw it on this side, on this side, if she can.
Rolled a natural 20 on the troll's perception to notice the globules of water. It definitely does. It's like, holy shit, something's throwing water at me. It's very confused because it's not very smart. It's not its turn, though. Brumnur, do you want to do anything in anticipation?
I mean, I'm in the hut. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna meditate a little bit while I'm waiting. Just trying to pay attention
6
around.
second meditation. Go. Sherrit.
Right. Sherrit is going to wait as well.
Okay.
He'll take the ready action.
Shall we just go back to the troll at this point?
Yeah.
I think the 3 of us here are just waiting for it to leave and then going in.
Question,
The
Jax.
troll
wanted to
walks
say
over.
something.
So Nana's sticking to the plan.
Am I supposed to be able to move all the octopi?
Yes. Can you not?
Okay, I can only move one, the one at the top.
Why? It's supposed to remember the thingy.
Those 2 have advantage on. I have a bonus to their saving throws
There you go.
in my aura.
The troll sticks its head through the water and has a look. And definitely sees Briney with its natural 20 perception. And it goes, Briney, do you speak giant?
I don't speak troll.
Giant. Fianna speaks giant. It's not yelling at you, though. It's yelling at Briney. I see you. It's just kind of going, hey, what you doing? But all Briney hears is... Do you want to do anything, Briney? Everybody's waiting for you to get rid of this troll.
I think she's frozen.
Oh, Briney's frozen.
Yes, why?
I thought she was just thinking really hard.
I was She was so still. I was like, yeah, I get like that.
I knew as soon as I typed what languages I spoke in chat that I would come back.
Oh,
Oh no,
Not-
she's
not-
dead again.
not-
Oh, right back up. There she is.
Elvish,
Okay.
Colonial, and Sylvan.
cool. The giant yells at you in a language you do not understand.
Okay.
Troll guy. Are you doing anything to provoke him? Are you responding in any way?
Oh, do I have a chance to respond?
Yeah, I'll
I
let
will.
you. I think
will.
everyone's waiting for something to happen, so there's no point
Yeah,
going
I'll
around and around in
just
circles.
toll the
until-
dead.
Okay.
Why not? Just get this party started. That's a
might
wisdom
have done
save of 16.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
Oh Jesus, he's so good at that.
Ooh,
12.
That's max damage. So that's 12. That's 16 necrotic.
Okay.
Huh?
At this point, he swears in
Come
giant.
at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Fianna hears him swear in giant, words that she has never heard before, but their meaning is quite clear. And then it just leaps into the water.
Fun.
And at this point, we're going to go on the initiative round. So, Fianna, I will
Cool.
let you go first.
Okay. So, how close is it? Can I just? I'm gonna. No, because I don't want it to run, so I'm not gonna do that. I will, however, let me double check the range on this spell.
If you go to the edge of
perfect.
your thing, you will have 60 feet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but this is 120 feet.
Ah. Perfect.
So she will cast Guiding Bolt. She'll
Okay.
stick her hand out that has her Ring of Spell Storing and cast Guiding Bolt at it with an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Awesome. Okay. So it takes
Bless you.
6, 12, 15 points of radiant damage. And then the next attack on it has advantage before the end of my next turn.
Cool. Marky.
So that is
Oh, sorry. Did you have something else? My bad. Is that you?
no, the octopi are gonna still hide
Oh,
for a
yes.
little while longer.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
So
hide
they're
back in the
underwater,
tunnel.
right?
Yes, they're underwater. They're waiting till he gets
Closer.
further.
It comes to
this
Briney,
way.
and then they can just
Yes.
do their thing.
Alrighty.
Keep them there.
Marky.
He is going to zip by. They still have their Boots of Elvenkind and Cloak of Elvenkind as well, so they don't make a sound. And they're gonna pull out the bag of holding and start shoveling. Not the cubic gate, not the other magical item, but they're gonna start, after hearing a little Mock's voice in their head, they're gonna start
Okay.
shoveling.
So point of order. This is not a dragon horde. This is a troll horde, which means there is everything
Okay.
here from rotting pieces of wood to plants that he thought were interesting to random mushrooms to probably some bits of old meat that he forgot to get rid of. Like it's a wide range.
Oh
of
shit!
bullshit.
I probably would have
And
put the
It's
red
gone
shit in.
wild.
Yes.
in amidst some of it, there are some things that may have some value, things that he's
Okay.
managed to find over the course of raiding these ruins, or I
Yeah.
don't know, accosting travelers in the forest. Who knows where he's got them from? So bits and
Yeah.
pieces of things that might be useful, but mostly it's just things
Junk.
that a venom troll would think are interesting.
So I mean, Marky will take the first magic item, the one that wasn't conjuration.
Mhm.
Um,
It is a
It is a.
please hold. It is a blowy horn, as
A
opposed to a
blowy
drinking
horn.
horn.
A blowing horn.
A
Oh.
horn
We
of
have a
blowing.
drinking horn and a blowing.
And a blowing horn.
Sounds like a party to me.
Crazy.
Marky will.
Hits. Your Morwen is showing.
I was thinking it too.
Would
She's
you
always
say
with
that
me.
any
Is
of
your,
the?
is your detect magic still up?
Yes.
Okay, there are a couple of other magic things in this horde as well.
Okay, then Marky will start. How many items would Marky be able to sift through with
It
a
depends
single
how
turn?
carefully are you doing it? Are you just shoveling stuff in, or are you?
Marky will still try and be stealthily doing it.
Okay.
Are you picking through or just shoving everything?
Yeah, I guess it's more like, are you going, oh, this is magic, I'm gonna take this, or are you just
Being
like, I'm gonna just
selective,
shovel
yeah.
stuff in?
Oh, we're still
No.
on initiative.
We are still on initiative.
Yeah.
He's being selective to a point. The point being that he would also sort of, if there's any mushrooms or plants, because I'm guessing, venom troll, some of them might be like good to actually use for poisons or other
possibly.
things. So Marky will also grab like plant
Okay.
matter with him.
Roll me a d6 for 6 seconds.
One.
One,
Oh.
you can get one thing in your bag.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I thought it was going to be time. I was excited on that one.
Can I use my advantage roll on this?
No,
My Twitch inspiration?
no,
Fuck.
d20s.
All right, I'll keep him busy for a while.
Okay, perfect.
Alright.
When the others do come, Marky will point where the magic is
Magic things
pinging.
Cool. All right. Andie.
Yeah, so Andy's gonna follow Marky and I guess based on a combination of Marky pointing things out and her own magpie eyes, she's gonna find the shiny things.
All right, make a perception check or investigation. I will accept either.
Perception's actually better right now because I cast that spell.
Also take
so-
+6 to this.
Okay, so that makes it a 25.
Cool. Yeah, it's real easy for you to pick out. You don't know why this is so hard for Marky. Why did you only pick up one thing? Like,
Focusing on the plants.
there's very clearly a few select things that are actually of any value that are not, plants or bits of old animal.
Yeah, she can move up to 60 feet because she can dash as a bonus action. So I assume
I would
she can
say
get to
you
get
can
a
also
bunch of
very
things.
clearly see the cubic gate because it is a big cube with like ornate runes all over it, and it's sort of
Okay.
throbbing gently in a kind of creepy way.
All right. Whereabouts is it? Just in case we have to make a quick exit and someone needs to be touching it.
It's in the pile. Here,
Okay.
let's go with there.
Yeah, so she'd be over there, kind of picking things out and almost like throwing them at Marky, or like put this in the bag.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
staying near the gate just in case things go pear-shaped.
Please,
There's now the
please grab the flowers and mushrooms too.
It is now the troll's turn. He is going to swim. Where's my ruler? There. Oh, I just can't get to you. That's annoying.
Is it though? Or is it a good
Yes.
thing?
Oh wait, he has a venom spray. Cool. He's going to use his venom spray on you.
Okay.
So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is he doing it above the water or into the water?
Yeah, no, above the water, like at Briney. He doesn't know the octopuses are there yet. He's not very smart.
What do you need?
Constitution saving throw.
I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Yep.
22.
That's saved,
Right.
so you take half damage. That is 14 plus 5 is 19. 19 points of poison damage
Reduced to 9.
if you're
Or
resistant. Yeah.
half.
Yep.
Well, I passed the wisdom.
Oh
I
yes,
passed the
sorry,
save.
yes, you're right.
So 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. Oh, and he took damage, didn't he?
Yeah.
Radiant.
Cool. He also appears to. Oh shit! That was much more than I intended to give him back. He appears to heal.
Okay.
Oh.
The some of the marks from Fianna's pew pew appear to get better.
So is he standing?
No, he's swimming.
He's swimming. Okay.
As are you at
mean,
this
you
stage.
have-
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, that's why I wanted to know if he was
Yeah.
standing and he's just that big
No.
up over the water.
no, he just
You'll
appears
have
to
advantage. Sorry.
be able to swim. It's not you, Briney. Apparently, you have advantage because of the guiding bolt. Pew, pew.
Okay. So, is he undead by any chance?
Nope.
I have a corpse hammer, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a natural 20. God bless you.
Play.
Okay. So that's gonna be 24 because I'm gonna throw a smite in it. Plus, so 24, 25, 30, 38. Do you need it broken down by type? It's bludgeoning and
I don't-
radiant.
No, as long as it's not poison. Sorry,
So-
what was the number you gave me?
38.
Okay.
And then my second hit. Ugh, that's only a 13.
To hit, no, that misses.
Yeah, no. Okay, and then wisdom saving throw, Toll the Dead.
Because he's so wise.
I know, as it worked so well the first time.
That's a 3.
That's 10 necrotic.
Oh,
Turn. Oh, and I am going to swim down. 30 feet.
Okay.
I
okay,
could breathe
cool.
underwater.
Brumnur.
I can't even. Oh wait, now he moved closer to me. So I'm
did,
going
yes.
to attempt to throw a dart, and it's going to
Okay.
be disadvantage because it's outside of my 20-foot normal range,
Cool, cool.
but within 60 feet. So let's see what happens.
I mean, I can bring him closer if y'all want me to. No.
Slay.
13.
Does not hit.
Ah, well then Brumnur does nothing.
Hey.
You use a longbow.
I think
don't.
I think only a
Okay.
certain subclass can use it.
Okay.
Garrett.
Alright. Hey.
Hi. What do you want to do?
Plan changed.
That's usually what happens with plans. Have you not noticed that?
That's right. It only lasts until the engagement begins.
This was the
Yep.
plan. Get him out, ransack the cave, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no. This is the plan. Sherrit is actually will probably be able to come in and join us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could,
Unless
but I
unless you
don't
want
know
to fight him.
now that we're just attacking the bad guy instead of sort of distracting him.
This is a distraction.
That is the
I'm
distraction, is to
underwater.
keep
What
him
are you doing?
engaged.
You've got 6 seconds
Yeah.
to decide. What are you doing?
Okay. I've got 6 seconds to do what I decide, but yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna bonus action, step of the wind, and sprout my spectral wings. I'm gonna fly onto
I'm gonna
his
take the roll.
back and grapple
Yep.
him.
Okay. Okay. Is that a
And
contested strength check or something?
it is a contested athletics check. He can use strength or dex.
Alright, he's definitely gonna use strength.
He's probably a strong boy.
Yeah, he looks chunky, like he could.
I just want him
Pummel
for his
us.
swimming speed right now.
That's a 22.
That evades the grapple. And so I will attack him.
Cool.
When that pup isn't in my way.
Where are you?
I'll
Maybe
just-
you have advantage with Briney. If you're here and I'm here.
Not if you're 30 feet down.
No.
True.
No.
sorry.
No.
Trigonometry, guys. Pythagorean theorem.
No.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 just hits, yes.
And that will do 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And lightning
As
damage.
as that happens, you, in turn, as his gross venom blood spurts at you, you take 8 points of poison damage
Oh,
just from the blood coming out of him. How much lightning did you say?
Oh, 6.
6 lightning. Wow. Cool. That's you,
That's me.
Fianna.
Hey,
Hi.
so we're just gonna use the octopi. Fianna's just gonna focus on controlling the 4 octopi that she has named Seamus, Ryan, Phelan, and Garen. And so they're all going to
Oh, that's her brothers.
They're named after your
Round.
brothers.
Yes. I had to think of something. So they have a reach of 15 feet.
Yep.
Does one need to be in melee for it to give Briney flanking?
Yep. But
Okay,
Briney is
so-
30 feet below the surface right now.
Okay,
so
well, if she
that's not
pops
really
up.
relevant.
But this,
She gonna kneecap
So-
him.
Ryan is gonna come there. Phelan will be here. And then Garen is orange and Seamus is
course.
blue. So
um,
they're all gonna do an attack. For 18 plus 5, 17 plus 5, and then 2 9s. So,
So the
Seamus-
9s don't hit, the others do.
okay, so Garen and Phelan miss. Seamus and Ryan hit for 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I need it to make I need it to fail 2 strength savings. No. Is the troll a creature?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well
If it's not an
it's
object,
a
it's a
creature, it is
creature.
grappled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just make sure it's specific. So it is grappled by both Ryan and Seamus.
Okay. Just no save involved.
Because
Um,
they hit.
On its turn, it's an escape DC of 16.
Ah, okay. I understand.
But
Cool.
because they hit.
This troll is looking like it's bitten off more than it can chew. It is very hurt at this time. It's like holy shit balls in giant. What the fuck, bro? Marky! It's your turn.
Marky is going to keep putting the other magic, the cubic gate aside. They are going to start putting the rest
All,
of the
all
magic,
the magic items that
in.
Andie threw at them.
Yeah, as well as some more flowers, fungi, that sort of thing, plant matter. And any other potential valuable, like, artifacts, archaeological, that might have come from the ruins?
I mean, yeah, there are some like old beat up goblets, maybe things of that nature.
Use wisely.
We can maybe figure out the kind of people they were in the future.
Yeah,
Good
shove it in the
story
bag.
juice for later.
Marky's doing archaeology. Alright, Andie.
Yeah,
More
Andie's
of the same.
continuing to go through this hall and just throw things at Marky to put in the bag, and then coming back to the gate, just to,
Cool.
so that, and putting her like hand on the corner of it, not touching any of these
To
buttons.
be ready, yeah.
Yeah, like to be ready. It's like one finger on the corner of it, sort of thing.
Cool. That brings us to the troll, who is going to heal again. And then it's going to attack Sherrit.
Seems like
Does it
good
attack with
thought.
disadvantage because of the octopi?
If it's a grapple,
Is it
if it's a
grapple?
grapple,
Is it grapple and restrain or grapple?
Yeah, that's the
It's
question.
just grapple, so there's no
Grappled and
disadvantage
restrained.
on the grapple, but
No.
I'd
Cool.
imagine the octopus and I are flanking it.
Here it comes. Smack, smack on the thing on its back that it does not like. That wasn't very good. That was an 11.
Nope,
That was a 17.
nope.
Come on, let me bite him. That was a dirty 20. apparently it could bite you.
I was grappling it, so I'm unsurprised.
So that is 6 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage. Are you resistant or immune to poison or anything like that at the moment?
No, not currently.
Cool, you are also poisoned by the gross shit on this troll's teeth. This means all your attacks are at disadvantage.
That's an image.
Attack rolls and ability checks, disadvantage.
Don't
This
see
troll
the
probably
price
needs to see a
option
dentist.
And D
Yep.
beyond, but
Poisoned, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability
no,
checks.
yeah. I got him.
That's him, Briney.
Alright, so gonna just move up a little closer and smack him in the knees.
Okay.
Whatever she get from third, does she need to swim up? If she needs to swim up,
Yeah.
if he's swimming, she will do that. But she's
His legs
riding
are like
underneath.
advantage. His feet are like 10 feet below the surface, so.
So if I swim to the surface, do I get flanking with Sherrit or an
Yep.
octopus? Okay.
Yep.
That's what I would do then.
Dental hygiene is important.
And that is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And 8. That is 7 bludgeoning and 9 radiant.
Cool. That troll immediately dies in a spray of gross poisonness, which means that everybody within 5 feet of it takes some poison damage as it
Okay.
spews pustule goop at all of you.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, I rolled max. 16 points of poison damage to everyone
Okay.
within 5 feet of it.
Indeed.
So just Ryan. Okay.
So one of the octopi, Sherrit, and Briney.
Okay.
But it's dead. It then like starts to sink
Alright.
down into the pool.
Reaction. We're all good out here.
You're kind of out of initiative now because
Yeah.
the troll is dead. So you guys can do what you want.
Speaking now.
There were more magic items than we anticipated, and some good plans.
Awesome. Take your
And
time.
some
We'll
Yes.
just-
You've
Just
been
gonna
putting things
keep
in
an
the
eye out.
bag.
While they're doing that, Briney will swim down to the bottom, see if there's anything cool at the bottom of this body of water.
There's some cool river plants.
Okay. Get some from Marky.
Yay. Is the one bag of holding
these are
enough
the
for all of this stuff?
Yeah.
We have 2
Yeah.
others. Okay.
I mean, unless
Well,
you're
get a piece
taking
of the troll.
really all the grossness.
No, not all the grossness,
No.
just the plants, archaeological artifacts, magic items.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
it's probably fine.
Perfect.
Can the octopi try to take a piece of the troll since Marky asked
Sure.
for it? Okay.
Make a. Usually I'd say it's a medicine check. But I imagine this is just a tear shit off check. So let's go
They
with
would just
strength.
grab an entire arm.
Briney knows that this is for Marky's bag of devouring, so I mean, would Briney put the corpse in the bag of devouring?
So 2 of them rolled at 18.
Yeah, you
so
can
it's a
pull
plus
them off.
3.
We'll go
Okay,
with
so we've got him like
More until one of-
a troll
What a
leg
troll
Chicken
arm.
wing.
for Marky's bag.
that. You've got to
The
troll them.
wishbone.
It wouldn't be quartered
Well-
necessarily because they have like 8, so maybe octordered. I don't know how that works.
Marky's gonna ask if they could put the limb in the bag of devouring and see what it does.
Rocky's not there right now.
No, but when the time
Yeah,
comes.
before, when he gave it to her. but-
They just deposit
okay.
it on the shore.
Yeah.
It's over here by the dome. It is not
Alright.
in the dome.
I'm just gonna look at Fianna and say, should we stay? It's dead. What do we? Well, I don't.
I'm gonna
I
swim out
have
of
to
this gross poison stuff.
Day, I'm gonna err on the side of caution and stay and leave the dome up just in case.
Yeah.
I'll hang out
I'll
with
get
you.
next to the dome in case I need
You
to
guys
dive
can
in.
go, but I'm gonna be here.
Alright, you're still
Um,
poisoned, by the way. You
yeah.
stay that way until you do something about it.
Who is?
Share it. You don't know,
Sherrit? Okay.
Did I? No, I got rid of it. Sorry, I don't have Lesser Restoration today.
I do. I have the Staff of Healing.
Yeah, but none of you know.
Yeah,
I don't
no one
know.
is
I
saying
don't
anything,
that's why I
so-
said.
Yeah.
Sherrit is inside with
Because
us.
he looked wounded, I can
Yeah.
heal him.
What are we doing? Time
Putting
is
rest of the
ticking,
items
folks.
in.
Yeah, I guess for the sake of brevity, we're getting the rest of the magical items.
Rage looting.
And then
Alright.
Andie will stay in here with the cubic gate with her hand on it and tell Marky to go let the
You could
others know.
pick it up without pressing the button. Like it's like a decent size. The buttons are like this big. You could pick it up
Oh.
on the corners without, if you wanted to.
No. She doesn't want to drop it.
Well, with how small the lip is, it's probably, yeah.
Right.
She doesn't want to
Sure,
drop it
yes,
and
we
have it
just
go
stuck
off.
it in the stack and
Shoo.
So now you're in
Put
the
it on-
astral sea.
Yeah, let's not put a thing
Earlier than
that plane shifts
anticipated.
inside a bag of holding.
BD Marky comes out and goes, yeah, we're all ready to go. Did you guys happen to use the bag of devouring?
Yes.
Yes.
Did it
Did you
eat it?
feed? Did you feed the troll to the bag of devouring?
I think we would have.
Okay.
It's sitting
Cool.
there if we did it, so it can be fed right now.
It definitely ate it. Om nom nom, delicious troll.
Fianna
Brilliant.
dismisses her octopi. If we're ready.
Marky will start note taking and say, I will go tell the others to. Oh, actually, was Alex? Oh no, not Alex. Fuck. Was Andie? But Andie was touching the
Correct.
like.
Andie's
Interacting with
basically
the
said, go
object
tell the
rather
others, I'm just
than-
gonna keep
yeah.
my hands
Yeah.
on this thing.
Andy's
Yep.
on cube duty.
All right.
Yeah.
Once I
Who's
get the
gonna- who's
good to
gonna-
go, I
Yeah.
will just shout, "Huzzah, Bellatrix!"
And you are all whoosh teleported back to the throne room.
Woo.
The lady kind of wrinkles her nose as you arrive, but she's too polite to say anything. And she says, "Welcome back. Were we successful today?"
Yes.
Marky
Got a little
the cube.
preview of a troll battle, actually, so that'll
Oh.
become handy for tomorrow.
Yeah, some good
Excellent.
information.
Well,
What kind of damage did you guys do to it, by the way? Marky will ask you guys.
I missed with a dart.
Bludgeoning
so
and
none.
radiant seem to do, and necrotic.
And bludgeoning, yeah. I summoned octopi.
Did the radiant stop it from healing? Do we know?
No.
Mm-mm.
flying stopped it from here.
I don't think anything's. Yeah,
Well, I
You
was-
guys just out damaged the
nothing,
healing.
nothing that you
that we
threw at
it.
it
So
stopped it from healing.
I did hear that fire and acid, but fire definitely, acid maybe. So we'll at least go in with that idea tomorrow or next week.
Well, this sounds like a conversation you should have in preparation for
Yes.
tomorrow's mission. Right now, I'm interested in today's mission. You have obtained the gate, I see. This could be extremely
Andy
useful
has
to
a.
us.
Is there
I
any
appreciate it.
particular reason why you wanted this cubic gate instead of? You can use this magic. You've done it before. Why this gate?
It's maybe helpful for teams in the future.
Insight check.
Sure. Make an
Yeah,
insight check.
Lucky is a little bit side-eye at that one.
Inside
Oh,
check
we're
on an
gonna have-
archfey. How's this gonna go?
We're gonna have a new dissenters team.
Maki isn't
Stressful
one for
of the lady.
dissenting.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
we had,
Maki
we had a
knows-
team. Yeah, early on.
I mean, Andie has to the lady sworn fealty to her. There is no dissent here. Is she being straight with me? That is a natural 20 for 29.
Yeah,
Seems
I
legit.
rolled a 30.
Seems legit.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, Jax. Briney is gonna try to pull the 3 items out of her special bag of holding.
And Fianna would ask Marky to remove.
I forgot about your special
We
bag
forgot
holding.
about- we can do it later if you're not prepared,
it-
but she's
Do
gonna
it later. I
she's
am
gonna
not
do that.
prepared for that
Okay.
at all. Yep. I
Yeah, I would
totally
ask
forgot that
Marky.
was a thing.
It's another bag of devouring.
Nope.
No, it's
Is this
something
the
completely
mayonnaise
else.
bag?
It is, in
Something
fact,
else.
the mayonnaise.
It's the mayonnaise bag. Coleman.
I'll let you
Uh,
RP that.
Yeah. Okay.
You can roll
Yep.
for it.
Marky can
Um,
take everything they put in my bag out so I don't have to dump it, please.
I think it would
Again,
be best
can
if we
this
didn't do it in the
conversation-
palace room. I don't think
Yes.
Have this
the lady will
conversation later.
enjoy
Okay.
a giant rat king
Well-
assassin vine.
As I'm sorry, you brought what back?
It's a corpse. It's a corpse. Rest assured, it
You
is a
say
corpse.
that like it makes it better.
It is
Probably
anomalous, so
rat
I'm going to study it, if that is fine. Maybe I will put it in my bag of devouring and see if it consumes it. A little moth told me that I should take everything I see and put
My
it in a
dear.
bag.
Dear Marky, you should not listen to everything a little moth tells you. A little moth is very smart and interesting, but does not always have the best ideas. You should ask them about the scars on their ribs.
I have seen them, but
Hmm.
we have discussed it a little bit, but not a great
Hmm.
detail.
Perhaps not all their decisions are ideal. Advice should be taken with a grain of salt.
These things are very dead, though. If
Well, good.
Okay, I need a shower. This stuff's nasty.
Yes, you do all. You are quite pungent just at present.
you think the realm would
as
be
always,
a
I appreciate your work. You will be rewarded with gold and power and, the usual shenanigans. I wish you well. This will be put to good use.
Will the assassin vine be put to good use? Can with these clippings, can the realm now make assassin vine?
No.
Is that out of its power?
No.
Is there a reason why? Can I have assassin vines in my hut?
You can.
These things
certainly
tried to
try.
kill me.
I mean,
They killed Blue.
and they
Look,
killed Whisper.
I just sent one crazy artificer out of my realm. I do not need a replacement crazy artificer.
I
have
you know
one of
that
those already.
I can assure you that as a construct, I am perfectly sane.
Oh, then we're gonna have to figure out how to find out if these things are cursed because Zook is not here.
Honestly, I think Zook actually is still here for like one more day.
Oh,
Thank
that's
God.
good. That's right.
Yeah.
We got a little time lag. Yep.
You've got like a small window, but he's
Okay.
probably very busy.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, darlings. Go forth and drink your beers or chocolate sundaes or whatever it is you do to celebrate.
Thank you for including me.
Of course, you are a asset to our team, Brumnur. Farewell.
Right.
Bye.
You all
Oh,
leave the.
he's-
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I
that
do.
was. You didn't have to like leave.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Bucky's gonna
Birthday.
stop
Maybe
being
he's
the
got some
big devourer
partying to
as
go
we
do.
leave.
Yeah. All right, folks. We are over time, and this has gotten
Okay.
chaotic. So we're gonna just pull it back a bit.
Yep.
Tomorrow we have Den of Trolls, DM'd by Laura. That will be great fun. Next week we have the Frosty Doom, where some of our higher level characters will be attempting to take down a white dragon, which will also be great fun. The last dragon I threw at them nearly killed them all, so that was great. And yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed, who dropped donations into Mike's thing. I'm just gonna go and have a look. We're now at $600. Woo!
Yeah.
400
Hey,
to go
Jax.
to hit his goal, so that's awesome. Yes,
Is there
hello.
going to be Fianna chibi art in the Discord after
There
this?
is going to be Fianna chibi art in the Discord after this because Fianna is now level 10.
I actually thought that was a joke. I didn't know that that's actually what happened. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Level
it
10,
happens.
everybody gets chibi art.
Yep. Some of
Level
them are
15,
drawn
you
by
get Sean
Tiffany,
Lee.
and some of them are drawn by Kat, who
Her
plays
art.
Aaron. So, and then level 15 art is drawn by Sean Lee. So, yeah, that is the thing that happens. So, if you're not in our Discord or you're not subscribing to the Horde, you should, because then you get to see all the beautiful art. It's very
A
cool.
lot of fun.
Maki gets
All
chibi
right.
out tomorrow.
Thank you for watching and for coming on this trip with us. It has been great fun, and have a beautiful time zone.